Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a standalone Dungeons & Dragons podcast, which means that you can listen to any episode in any adventure. They all make sense. We are joined by Meerkat and Tuna.
Hello, everyone. Meerkat, a foxman a bard, stands tall with auburn fur and a leather tunic draped with patches. Atop their shoulders lies Tuna, a wooden marionette dressed in a large sky blue t-shirt that reads, "You don't have to be crazy to work here, but it helps."
Very good. We are joined by Rollo.
Greetings, I am Rollo Specklebottom. I am a halfling male, and I am a wild magic sorcerer. I like to ride around through the woods on my friendly companion, Nacho the Capybara.
Very good. And we have Yu-Tung.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Yu-Tung Didascalu. I am a warlock of the fiend because recently I've been having some trouble running my restaurant Tastes Like Crepe. Thankfully, I've received an offer from a business partner who's been helping me out. And I am a Highland cow person, which means that I have wide horizontal horns and Highland cow-colored hair, but otherwise human.
Sounds tasty.
What?
Oh, the crepes, of course. Definitely not beef. We are in the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild Hall. The guild is a large building with a bar, a sitting area with gleaming wooden tables and chairs, polished by many years of adventurers traveling through them. And, on the back wall, there's a corkboard with job flyers that get posted every now and then.
Did I mention that I'm level 6? I do not remember.
I don't know if anybody did, but yes, our adventure today is indeed level 6.
There we go. Well, Meerkat, what is that delightful friend that you have there?
Oh, I always relish an opportunity to introduce Tuna here. Well, this is my dear friend Tuna. Say hello, Tuna. And Tuna is going to animate atop Meerkat's shoulders as they are wont to do. Their little legs coming to life as Tuna leaps off of Meerkat's shoulders, dances onto the ground, and does a little curtsy. Yes, hello, it's me, Tuna. Hi. What is your name?
I'm Yu-Tung. And who's this little cutie? She's reaching under the chin of the capybara. I don't know. Do you pet capybaras there?
Oh, yeah. So that Nacho loves that and is absolutely totally licking your hand. And, rats love to be stroked. By the way, you all remember me. I'm sorry, I'm accent mirroring Rollo Specklebottom.
Sometimes it's fun to accent mirror.
Yes, me too. I'm also doing the accent mirror. Is this right? Am I doing this right?
It's so good. So good.
Oh, thank God. I was so worried.
How tall is Tuna?
Tuna's maybe like 11 inches.
Oh my God, so he's like almost... Yeah, wow, he's really big compared to me.
Yeah, I imagine he comes right up to Nacho.
Like my knee. Yeah, he's up to like my knee, for sure.
Oh, yeah, very cute. You're a very cute rat.
Yeah, like sort of like put my hand on Nacho, like to steady him, let him know it's cool. Should we check the board, guys? I'm free today for any kind of adventuring that we need to do. I cleared my schedule. Do you want to check the board? See what we got?
Yeah.
All right. So I just saunter over to the board and I check it out. What do we see? And we got anything?
There's a flyer that's been on there for a really long time that says Lost Kitten, No Reward. You see that there is a new flyer that says Level 20 Adventure, Slay the Dragon in Mishween. And that's really it. It's looking very sparse today. Maybe Nulasag might have some new flyers.
Well, I'll be the first to say this looks pretty drab, if I do say so myself. I don't know about you all, but I'm certainly not feeling up to a level 20 adventure at the time being. And that kitten statistically is donezo.
Unfortunately, yeah, that was my thought. That kitten is dinner.
Yeah, well,
maybe we should take this one down. And I just kind of Like, take that one off.
Yes, it does feel rather dark, but it also feels like perhaps the right thing to do. Some other people in need could be using that space for a valuable adventure. Although,
True.
I suppose they would be by now, if there was one.
Maybe they had a really big flyer and it wouldn't fit with the kitten one?
There we go. Yes, maybe it was a massive flyer, one that would take up the entire board, like a president's banner in a local high school.
That said, Level 6 Adventure for Saturday.
Well, maybe Nulisag has one. Did not forget his name. And Yu-Tung heads up the stairs? Yes, the stairs to the boss's office.
Ah, yes. The stairs creak under your feet. They've been rebuilt many times. As you make your way up, you see a multitude of doors. There are some living arrangements here, but at the end of the hall is a large, thick oak door with a very fancy, ornate brass handle and knocker.
I knock.
All right. Inside you hear, "Yes? Yeah, what do you want? Who is it?"
Well, howdy, Nulisag. I will remember your name. Howdy, Nulisag. It's Yu-Tung.
"Yu-Tung? Why are you here? What? What do you want?" He opens the door a crack.
Yeah. My friends, Rollo and Meerkat and I were wondering if you have any jobs for us.
I don't think so. Go find your own adventure. You're adventurers. Why do we always have to have job flyers? Go explore the city. Get out there and do something fun. The door slams shut.
Well, you heard it, folks. We've got a day off.
Let's go to the beach. Let's go to the beach.
All right. Do the rest of you accompany Yu-Tung to the beach?
Oh, well, this sounds fun. I will absolutely go to the beach. It's been so ever long. I'm not much of a swimmer, but I do like to sit beside the beach.
I'll go if there's some shallow areas. Yeah, I'll check it out. My capybaras love to swim, so Nacho will love it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you guys
Beautiful.
all
You two, you must lead the way. I do not know how to get to the coastline, for I spend most of my days in the city.
History check. Do we know how to find the beach?
Oh.
Because I feel like Yu-Tung is fairly new here.
Yeah, she's been in like 6 episodes. Nope, she has no idea where the beach is.
Oh!
She's like, downhill, what is that? I don't know.
That's unfortunate. How do you all think you might find the beach?
Don't we live in a port city?
Yes, you do. It's not that far.
Could we use our nose?
I mean, you could. You want to do a check for that?
Yeah, well, I'll do a
I think that's a survival check.
survival. I will do a survival check.
Okay.
All right, that is an 18.
Well, I'm sure our good friend Rollo here will have a good sense sniffing. I'm going to still here rely on Yu-Tung's sensibilities. They seem as though they definitely know the way to the beach.
Okay, you got an 18 on your survival check?
Yes, I did. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, Meerkat, unfortunately, Yu-Tung has no idea how to get to the beach, but Rollo, you do definitely get a scent of salt air coming from the east.
It's this way, guys.
Huh?
I can smell the salt and the fish.
Oh, all right. Well, let's go that way then. Yeah, perhaps next time, Yu-Tung, we could have a more. I'm sure there's another beach over there as well.
Dude, she got a 3. She's just like, I'm just glad someone knows where it is. But is there any chance that Tuna could be riding on the capybara?
Tuna, do you want to ride? Because I'm going to mount up here, and if you want to come, I mean, I don't want to get in the way of a relationship here, but if you want to just for fun.
Yeah, the minute the offer was even extended, Tuna leapt from Meerkat's shoulders onto Nacho, correct?
Nacho, correct.
I guess Tuna and Nacho, snacks for the ride, here for a good time. Onwards!
I imagine he's like just standing like right in front of where I would sit and just like pointing his finger with his hand on his hip.
Absolutely. Oversized t-shirt dangling in the wind.
Oh, beautiful. It's glorious. Let's go. And I like spur on Nacho gently to trot us off as a capybara does. Majestically.
Can we clarify, what are Tuna's pronouns?
I don't think Tuna's ever once thought about their pronouns. I think they go by he, him, or they, them, generally.
Okay.
But I don't think Tuna's been really introduced to gender, as Meerkat has not done their own introduction. So I don't think it's something they've ever once considered.
Okay, I noticed the they, them pronouns before, which is why I was just clarifying there. Okay. So Tuna is mostly non-binary.
Yeah, Tuna's very much visually a cross between a Ken doll and Pinocchio from the classic Shrek animated film from 2001.
Gotcha. Sexy Pinocchio.
I was picturing just Pinocchio, exactly from Shrek. But all right, so now it's like sexy wooden guy. All right.
I don't know why, but my mental image was female.
Does he have a... Oh, it's not a polo, it's a tee. Okay.
Yeah, his outfit changes every time based on just the circumstances needed.
Okay.
Well, and I suppose a t-shirt is appropriate for a beach day, so...
Well, we're going to find out, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
There might be a wet t-shirt contest.
Awesome.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Anyways, you all are walking and having these conversations, and the beach comes into view ahead of you. You see a long stretch of white sand. The harbor is off to the left. This area is mostly recreational. There's lots of sunbathers and children playing in the water. There's a few lifeguard towers.
I'm suspicious of how prepared you are for us to have gone to the beach.
That was on the fly.
Oh, okay.
It's funny because I'm having deja vu because I think the last time that we played together, you suggested let's go to the beach, or someone did.
Okay. In real life, I have stood on a beach today. That's how into beaches I am.
Oh wow.
Yeah. If it's like your weekend and you're not on a beach, what are you doing? Probably having less children and dogs run at you, realistically, really. All right, so...
Beaches are good places. So what are you doing at the beach?
All right, now here is where I come to confess. As I have said, I am not much of a swimmer. I merely just enjoy the atmosphere now that we're here. The salty spray in the air, the sound of merriment as children run along the beachside, and just the air of what's the word? The luxury, the relaxation. So I'm much happy to do what anyone else would like, so long as it doesn't involve me swimming in the water.
Are there any boats?
The boats are a few miles off into the harbor. There's some cool tide pools.
Oh, I'll check out a tide pool.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk over to some rocky tide pool areas. I'm going to see if I can see any cool critters.
There's lots of stuff. There's sea anemones and a sea cucumber, a bunch of snails, a couple crabs. You do see what looks like a hole in the rock that has a rat peeking out of it.
Interesting.
We're not sure why that lives on the beach.
It's like the one that you have.
Only
Oh, no.
smaller.
Much smaller and with a pointier face.
Ooh, like a vole?
Well, like a standard rat. Capybaras are much more rounded than a rat would
Snub
be.
nose. Yeah, I agree with that.
I guess we weren't the only ones to have the idea to come to the beach today. I make myself laugh. Well, I suppose as long as you don't get in the way, my little rat friend, you're welcome to join us, I suppose.
He says, and runs down his hole.
Not for everyone, I suppose.
I take off my shoes and I stand in the surf up to like my ankles.
Okay. You have an enjoyable, relaxing time. The water feels cool on your skin. Although you start to notice a very strange sensation.
What kind of sensation?
Everybody do a perception check.
Oh, an 11.
A 4.
A 16?
So only Yu-Tung can sense a strange feeling in the air. And as she sticks out her tongue and sort of senses what's going on, and she realizes there are sugar crystals in the air.
On the one hand, delightful, and on the other hand, concerning.
Why would it be concerning? Just because I'm the DM and we've done this before?
Oh, Sugartown. No, just because, like, the unfamiliar can be fatal sometimes. Like, but okay, so I guess as a cow, she's got a pretty wide tongue. And as the owner of a restaurant, she does enjoy delicious flavors. So, and cake decorating is her passion. So, yeah, eyes closed, tongue out, doing the cow salt lick thing, you know? Mm-hmm.
Like catching snow, like arms out, camera pans.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the rest of you can sense it, but don't know exactly what it is. You'll have to see if your compatriot fills you in.
Wow, the salty spray today just feels extra magnificent for some reason. It must be just the joy of the children nearby and the people gallivanting along their journey at this coastal location.
Mlem. This is the word M-L-E-M. Mlem.
Oh yes, mlem indeed. While this mlemling is taking place, Meerkat would like to look around, see if there's anyone coming together in a singular place. He's scoping out to see A, if there's anything happening, and B, if he can maybe busk on some sort of like boardwalky-esque area.
There isn't a boardwalk here, but there are a lot of people scattered throughout. But there does seem to be off to your right an area that has sort of cleared of people.
I found a spot for us to lay down our towels. Quick, we must get there for the good real estate before anyone else gets there.
Do you have a towel?
Oh, I was hoping that maybe someone else brought one, and that maybe it's just like a sharing situation.
Let me check my pack. DM, can I have a towel in my pack?
Of course.
All right, I have a towel in my pack here, and I'm going to cast Mage Hand and hold the towel with the Mage Hand and send it ahead so that it gets to the open spot first, and no one else can take our spot. It shakes out the towel, like as you would.
Nice.
Meerkat's running after it as well.
Okay. As you run up, you hear, "Whoa, who put this here?"
Oh, it was I! It was I that put it. Well, it's not technically I. It was absolutely a friend of mine, someone who I'm very well acquainted with. Who do I have the sensation of speaking to? And he's going to look around, trying to find the source of the voice.
As you run up in the middle of the clearing, you see a very strange man. He is very old and has fluffy pink hair in a nice ring around his glabrous crown, and he seems to be very old, very jolly, and is dressed in giant puffy pink robes. He says, "Well, I'm the Cotton Candy Count. Who are you?"
Oh, I'm Meerkat, the performer, and you're here. Normally I would introduce you to Tuna, but he's having a very fun time hanging out with his new rat friend Nacho, so we'll have to introduce you later. It's very nice to meet you. Count? Is there a title that you would be best referred to? I've never met a count before.
Oh, yes, it's Count, but specifically of the cotton candy variety. Are you here for the Gorilla Gourmand engagement?
Yes, we are. Yes, absolutely we are.
Perfect. We still have a few openings here. It is 1 gold to enter the competition, and this is a very special competition today. We are focusing on the N-word.
Ooh, okay. Well, we do have 1 gold. That we can do. Now, of course, I mean, we've clearly we booked our spot in this competition ahead of time, but somehow the rules the rules may have got lost. I just don't know. So if there's as my compatriots file in, come along, and he's gonna kind of like gesture back.
I'm riding up on Nacho right now, and Tuna is with us.
I stop looking in the air and I'm like, yo, the air is candy. Way behind the times.
Well, yes, that's me. He wafts his sleeves towards you, and a gentle spray of pink crystals seem to fly out into the air.
Oh, man. You ever seen cows just follow you around because you have food? Like,
Yeah.
Well, I don't quite like how she's looking at me. I'm just going to back up a little bit here. All right,
I'm not
all
going
right.
to lick you.
Take your places, take your places.
What are we doing? Who are you? You look very strange.
Well, this is the Garula Gourmand engagement. But like I said, it's not like our normal ones. We're focusing on the N word today.
Which word is that?
That's the nice word.
The really bad one.
Oh. Uh-oh.
Nutrition.
Oh, I thought you were going to say natto.
No. Today, we have to make nutritious meals for our child judges right over here.
Where are these children that you're referring to? I do not see any.
On the side of this clearing, you see that there are 5 children lined up at a table.
Oh. All right. Well, I suppose we must feed them. Yes. I mean, as I obviously knew, I think you're explaining this to our good friends here, as I already know the rules for this. Yes, I pre-registered.
Well, here, you're the last ones here, so let's just go through all the rules. So, you are going to be making 3 courses, appetizers, mains, and dessert. You have to use the secret healthy ingredient. You can use whatever skills you would like, although you cannot repeat skills throughout this challenge. And you must describe exactly how you are going to make this healthy food for our children that they will enjoy. But for any unhealthy ingredients as deemed by me that you incorporate, you will get a -1 on your skill roll.
Oh, gosh.
So, I expect to see pancakes made out of flax seeds. I expect to see egg substitutes and flour substitutes and all kinds of fake sugars and whatnot. I don't know. But buckle up.
We can do this. I got this in the bag, guys.
Oh, beautiful, because I'm mostly just kind of the face.
Oh, I almost forgot. On the left here, you'll see our prizes. Inside of these boxes, and you'll see that there are 5 boxes along the left side on pedestals. Each contains a rare, an uncommon magical item available as prizes for this competition. So, do your best and keep in mind, I'm keeping an eye on you. And as he says this, he fingers the flashing golden monocle that gleams with a sparkling power attached to his face.
5 boxes. That must be where the 5 children came from. Oh, this contest is grave indeed.
For our first challenge, you must make a child-friendly, healthy appetizer which contains and highlights the ingredient of spinach.
We can do this.
Are we going to roll initiative? Or, like, what order do we go in?
You can go in whatever order you like.
Oh, well, first is an advantage. So Yu-Tung steps up. Being a cow person, she's quite a fan of greens and grasses, and she knows that it's delicious to make spinach spanakopita, a tiny appetizer, using puff pastry, but that's not very healthy. So I see.
May I interject, Yu-Tung?
Yeah?
So, what if we just gave them spinach, but we used magic to make it taste good? Like prestidigitation. I can just cast a spell on it and make it taste like chocolate. Let's use prestidigitation to make the spinach taste like chocolate sundaes. ice cream sundaes, but warm and with the consistency of spinach.
All right.
I kind of want to eat that. So are we all working together to make one dish then?
No, you are all three working. You're competing for prizes against each other.
Oh dear. I mean,
Oh, I thought we were a team competing against another team.
of course I knew that the whole time, but oh dear, this news, while not new to me, does strike me with a sudden fear.
So
you're saying that if I sandbag for everybody, they're more likely to win?
maybe.
I don't want you to rob me of a good win by throwing the match. That is bad for sportsmanship. I cast the gauntlet down at you and I say, I will cook your... What are you wearing?
Traveler's clothes.
I will cook your traveler's clothes off in a non-sexual way.
Okay.
Completely platonic and in the spirit of sportsmanlike competition.
I mean, she's an adult. It could be a sexual way if you want.
No, I don't. I do not want it to be that way. For we are co-workers, and that would be inappropriate. Human Resources has spoken to me before.
Yes, that always stops us.
I throw down my glove, my traveling glove, like driving gloves, you know? And I say, challenge accepted, and then we both have 2 gloves on the ground.
I use Mage Hand to pick up my glove.
I just bend over.
And I don't bend over because I don't want to show like I make a face. Just kidding.
But it would be so easy for you.
That's
Oh,
true.
wow. Short person joke.
That's sizist.
All right, Tuna, get out of Nacho and huddle close. It seems as though we must be together for this challenge. And Meerkat's gonna like lean down and kind of huddle up with Tuna and says, "Okay, look, we're out of our depth. The best we can hope for is 5th place. So why don't we just try to coast as much as we can, and we can come out of this with one of those boxes these children arrived in. How does that sound?" Yes, I mean, I do not eat, so I don't know how helpful I am going to be in this endeavor, but I will be very supportive of both you and Tuna looks back to Nacho. And just you, and nobody else. No new friends who I find very fun and engaging to be around.
I'm like, I say, Nacho, stop it. He's eating all of our main ingredient. He's like, keeps trying to eat the spinach. I'm like, stop it, buddy. We can't right now. Later.
All right, so who would like to go first with their skill challenge?
I guess me? Question mark? Because, all right, I'm just going with it.
Go for it.
Okay, so I'm playing a warlock this time, which means I have an entirely different skill set that I'm used to. And apparently, I only have 2 things I'm good at.
Eldritch Blast and...
Yeah. Seems like I just Eldritch Blast every time. And I
Eldritch Blast the kids.
Yeah, this is different. So one of them seems like it could come in handy here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trick these children into thinking that this spinach is healthy and, well, it is healthy, is delicious by steaming it and then arranging it into fun animal shapes. And I'm going to use deception to make them totally forget that it is just spinach and there are no other ingredients.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Wow. A 7 added onto a 2 is still a 9. Yeah.
All right, so you got a 9 for this one. No -1s. So, all right, you got a 9. All right, Rollo, you next?
Sure. First, I cast Enhance Ability on myself.
Sure.
And I take Fox's Cunning which gives me advantage. Oh, I'm sorry, not Fox's Cunning. It's
What level spell is that?
the one that gives me it's a 3rd level spell.
Wow, you're burning a 3rd level spell in the skill challenge.
I'm sorry, it's a 2nd level spell. I apologize. It is a 2nd level spell.
Well, you know you're going to have to roll on the wild magic chart.
That's fine. Let's do it. All right. So we're going to so that's going to give me the charisma enhancing ability. I forget which one it is, but All right, so I'm going to roll my D100, and I get a 60. And a 60 on the magic table is you regain your lowest expended spell slot. Nice! I get my spell slot. That is a fantastic thing. Thank you, Wild Magic. You are great. All right. Eagle Splendor. That's what it's called. Sorry, I looked it up. So if Eagle Splendor, I have advantage on that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix. I'm gonna finally chop the spinach up. I'm gonna mix it in with non-fat cottage cheese or yogurt, and just plain yogurt. And then I'm going to use persuasion to convince them that it is delicious. And I have advantage on this roll. So let's see. First, I'm going to roll terrible. And so then I will roll. All right. A 24 on that one. And I will pass my turn.
All right. 24 extra points for not actual points, but good job making a kind of dish. Okay.
All right, think. Okay, spinach. Kids don't like spinach, so we have to get them to eat the spinach. Oh, what do we have? Meerkat's going to look around for inspiration as his other two compatriots are cooking these very well done meals, and he's just looking at his limp spinach in front of him. The tide pool! Quick, Tuna, go get that crab!
Smart.
Tuna's gonna go grab the little crab from earlier and bring it back to this bowl of spinach. Okay. I don't know how to prepare this. I'm sorry, Mr. Crab. And gonna take the shell off the crab. Yeah. I'm sure you had a marvelous life ahead of you. I will try to respect you in my own life. And just try to litter the crab meat along the spinach, and then look up and realize everyone is looking at them because it is their turn. Crab! And just loosely present a bowl of just loose spinach with some half-assed crab meat atop it. Just one moment, the seasoning. And then just get a little bit of salt water and just kind of splash it on top. It's for the dressing. And then present this.
You know that this cooking challenge does include any ingredient you could think of is here.
Whoa. Oh, I did not see that table beforehand. Oh, okay, go gush.
They already had crab that's actually cooked.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did you know that was raw?
Well, this is a more of nature take for nutrition. You know, nutrition comes from the earth.
Okay.
Crab tartare.
I'm drawing my inspiration from the earth. Shoot, I did not realize that we actually had the ingredients.
So it's crab tartare.
Okay.
I feel like if there's a check for that, it's probably nature.
Sure.
Which, it's whatever I get on this here. It's a 10.
Okay. Do you have an advantage or anything, or a plus to that?
Nope.
Just a 10. Okay.
Meerkat was not thinking very well on this. This is a panic-induced decision.
All right. The three of you bring, and there's 5 other competitors, and everyone brings up their dishes. Go ahead and, in order, place your dishes in front of the judges and see what their reaction is. Yu-Tung, you went first.
Bon appetit! And I put the plate down.
Oh, I don't know about this. We can see this is just spinach. Yeah, and this folding isn't even that great. I don't know what she's thinking. They push it away.
She's super polite because she works in the hospitality industry. So she picks up the plate and smiles and leaves. But you know how waiters have a secret language? So she just there's one finger in particular that's holding the plate.
I don't think that's just waiters who know that sign. I feel like
it's subtle.
Okay.
All right, Rollo, go ahead.
Hey kids, I roll up on Rollo because I'm totally getting cool animal points. I'm like, hey guys, or on Nacho, excuse me. me and Nacho made some spinach yogurt ice cream for you, and I think you're gonna really love it. And it's gonna, I know it's got spinach in it, but I think you're gonna really enjoy this. And Nacho helped, so here you go, guys, and you can pat him later. And I like wink at them.
Okay, yeah, this is, I mean, it's different, but I'll try it. It was pretty good. Okay.
Yeah, kids.
And Meerkat.
Meerkat kind of follows up like, hey kids, I've got this loose bowl of spinach. It might be good to follow up the ice cream with, or maybe before. Actually, hold on just a moment. And he puts down the bowl of spinach in front of one of the kids with some crab in it, and takes like a little finger and dips it into the spinach ice cream.
The kids go, oh my god, dude, we saw you kill that crab. Go. I think I'm a vegetarian now.
Well, you know what? Probably better for the larger ecosystem as a whole. Overfishing is a problem that seldom is addressed.
Yeah, gag me with a spoon. Okay, next.
Wow.
So it's crab murdering.
So that was the first round. I think we have a clear winner in this round. Okay. King Candy takes the microphone again and says, well, that was certainly interesting, very entertaining. So the next course is the main course. You need to make an entree for our child judges, and it must feature and highlight lima beans.
Okay, all right. This time, no screwing around, Meerkat. You're gonna get this. You know that there's a table with food you can use now, and you don't have to just pick up detritus from the beach.
Are you going first then, Meerkat?
Yes, Meerkat's going first this time.
What would you like to make?
All right, let's think. Lima beans. Kids. What do kids like the most? Kids like driving cars and carts and such. All right, so if we just make something that the kids can play with, like a cart perhaps, or some other toy, then maybe they'll enjoy eating it along the way. All right, let's get this together. Meerkat's going to take a big handful of lima beans from the communal cart and then start using and then give a handful of carrots to Tuna. Tuna, I need you to trim down these carrots so that you can spire them to a point so that we can link lima beans together like a set of toys with little sticks connecting them.
Oh yeah,
Okay, that sounds
chop.
good. Yes. Oh, that's fun. Someone's answering.
I was going to do Tuna.
And Meerkat and Tuna together make a cart with two little horses attached to it, and the horses are made out of they get these like little rolls that almost look like wheels attached to them that act as the horse's feet, and a celery stick that extends outside of the rolls to almost look like a little horse pulling a carriage that is made up of lima beans connected together with little carrot sticks together.
What skill are you using for this?
So, Meerkat is going to grab a hold of this plate and then duck down on the ground so that he is able to hide himself from view of the table, so that the kids cannot see him approaching with this car and with this little cart, and suddenly he's going to lift the cart up on a plate and go, vroom vroom. What was that? Did anyone hear that? Oh, I'm just a child. I didn't hear that. No. Vroom, vroom. I hear it again. I am another child. Oh, no, I don't know where that's coming from. Vroom, vroom. I am a cart, and I'm driving very fast, and I'm driving with this cart. Cart going vroom, 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 vroom. I am a cart, and kids love to play with me. Eat me, eat me. I am food for you. Bah! And he's going to jump out. Here is the lima bean car for everyone to play with. Remember, playing much more important than eating. And he is going to be using performance for that one.
Yeah, I thought he might.
Yeah. That is a 24.
Okay. Yeah, the kids eat it up. They love it. Yay! Oh my god, that was so fun!
Yes, I get Seville!
Most improved contestant.
Agreed.
Who's next?
I'll go. All right. I take some lima beans and I remove all the skins. I mush them up into a paste, and then I stuff the paste inside of like sausage tubing, and I make a like lima bean filled hot dog in a lettuce wrap with air fried French fries on like, so a take on a classic American dish or a Nicomoyan dish. And right. And I cast prestidigitation on it to make it taste like a real hot dog and good French fries, not that air pop bologna. And I use deception because I'm trying to deceive the kids. So I got that was a 1, and I would assume that this is still within an hour.
Sure.
Okay, so I will roll again on and get advantage, but I will do worse. So we'll go with a 22.
Okay.
Very deceptive.
Yes, they are completely bamboozled by this. They don't realize that this is the lima bean challenge. They just eat your hot dog and they think it's great.
Lima dog.
Yep.
Lima foo hot dog.
Yeah. So they ate it up. They loved it. Yu-Tung, you next.
All right, so the secret to this is nutrition. The nutrition word. So I am going to get the most expensive blender I've ever seen, because this is a cooking show and they've got way better tools than I do. And I'm going to take my pre-soaked lima beans and blender them up. And I'm going to add other things that I think the judge will give me a bonus point for. Like the world's highest vitamin C fruit, whatever that is. And like maybe some vegetable that has a whole bunch of vitamin A. And possibly some peanut butter for some, satisfying fats. And the lima bean has protein. And we're going to add some artificial sweetener so that there's no additional calories. And overall, the smoothie is going to taste pretty good, even though there's lima beans in it. I'm going to strain it, of course, so you won't see the lima bean skin. Because when you put like apples and ginger and oranges and lima beans, maybe some fish oil and peanut butter together, I bet it's pretty tasty. So
This is sounding a lot like turmeric pancakes.
Oh.
But go for it.
So Yu-Tung does all this and she's like, bon appetit again, because that's
What's
what
your
I can
roll?
say. Oh, right. Yeah, this is a skill challenge.
This is a skill challenge, yeah.
I rolled another 2, so that's another 9, but this time in persuasion. How good to have burned both of my only skills on 2s.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. The children take a look at it and go, I thought this was supposed to be the entree entry. Okay. This is something my mom would drink. They don't
That's right,
like
kids. Mom food.
All right. The Count takes the mic again and says, well, that was exciting. Time for our last round, dessert. So you all need to make tasty desserts for our child judges that highlight grapefruit, the lowest sugar fruit available.
Does anyone else find it odd that Count Cotton Candy is running a nutritional challenge?
Did you say that out loud?
I just sort of like under my breath to like Nacho. Like I kind of just am like, in my own thoughts, like talking to myself, not to anyone in particular.
Well, I suppose, it's good to get out of your comfort zone. I assume that in order to be distant from nutrition, as some candies are wont to be. You have to know nutrition. You need to know the thing you are distant from. And perhaps these are children under the Count's employ who are just looking for the nutrition that they do not get in their everyday lives. They may be outsourcing to us under the gaze of a competition. And who are we to get in the way of these children and their nutritional needs?
The Count pipes in and says, yes, and the network. They do have some requirements.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. I've had 1 or 2 interactions there.
Well, I know that if I was made out of candy, I would encourage people to eat vegetables too.
Very true.
I want to say while this is happening, Tuna has wandered over to Nacho and is like, I am just... This is not as fun as if we were all doing it together. I thought this would be maybe a group project so that our new friendship could be blossoming while we are making some fun little meals for the children. But now it just seems we are tearing this family apart. We are competing against each other. Zippy boppy, zippy boppy. I just don't know if I can do this final challenge.
Tuna, you're such a sweetie. I give you some smoothie.
Oh, I mean, there's definitely lima bean here, but it's still good. It's definitely like a 9 kind of smoothie. I don't know. What do you think, Nacho? And I'm gonna offer some to Nacho.
So Nacho loves tuna, not just the fish, but so much, and is just kind of nuzzling him and snuggling him. And when he gets the smoothie, he starts tentatively sipping it at first, but because he is a big rat and likes that kind of stuff, he's down. He drinks the whole smoothie down.
Woo! Oh, Nacho.
And then he gets a little sleepy after the big, because it's heavy, and it sounds pretty heavy with all that stuff in it. So he is kind of you want to go take a nap? And roll up, curl up to Tuna.
Oh, little Nacho. And then Tuna's gonna pet Nacho's head. Yes, you will sleep now. Maybe perhaps when you awaken, we will be back to our normal, our team-centered, family-oriented self. For now, we must watch as these 3 compete to give these children the vitamins they are clearly not having.
All right, so who's going first for the last skill challenge?
I think Rollo is going. Tuna's going to yell.
All right. Rollo is going to rock one. All right. So
Rollo has been doing very well so far.
We're going to try. So Rollo is going to, let's see. Can I change this? No, until the spec ends. Okay. So Rollo is going to attempt to use some of the skills he learned in the wilderness to use his survival skills to take what might not be the most wonderful things in the world and to make something delicious. And he's going to take the grapefruit, squeeze the grapefruit. Then Rollo is going to take it and put it in the blast chiller because he's not stupid. He's not going to use the freezer because he knows that's not going to work in time. So he puts it in the blast chiller and makes lollipops or popsicles out of the juice. Then he rolls those in stevia so it has a cool little outside and gives those to the kids. And he rolls his survival check and we'll see how this does. Oh, he rolled an 8, so they were probably not good.
Any bonuses to that?
No, that was a 4 plus a 4. So
okay, so 12 total.
No, 8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right. Yeah, they don't like those as much. They try them just because they have a lot of faith in your previous dishes, but they spit them out.
Can't win them all, kids. Sorry.
All right, Yu-Tung.
Having rolled 2 2s, at this point, she has picked at spinach that was steamed and put in the shape of animals, and she's sipped at a really not so great bean smoothie. So at this point, she's like, there's a lot of food here. I'm just going to make some for myself and my friends. So she takes out of the fridge, where they have been chilling for 2 hours, a tray of lemon bars, but with grapefruit. She combined 1.5 cups sugar, 1/4 cup flour, 4 large eggs, 1 tablespoon grapefruit zest, 1 cup grapefruit juice, and combined all that and baked it on a shortbread crust and let it chill for 2 hours, and has genuinely made delicious, like lemon bars, but they're pink and they're tangy, they're custardy. And she's just gonna eat them because she's here. Like, you let me near a kitchen, I'm gonna eat some food. Technically, sure, I'll put one down. I'll be like, bon appetit to these horrible children. But I'm mostly gonna give one to Meerkat and Rollo, and if they want some, Tuna and Nacho as well.
Yes.
What skill did you use to make these?
I literally have no other skills. After my 7s in deception and persuasion, the next ones are intimidation at a 4, just because I'm a warlock. So I set down the tray quite forcefully as I say bon appetit, and with my natural 1 on the dice, for crying out loud, it is a 5.
Well, you have a 1 on the dice, and you have a +4, so that's a 5, but -4 because of 4 unhealthy ingredients that were used. So you get a 1 on these.
That's right. These are for me. And my friends.
But children love them. They're like, it's not healthy, the score's terrible, but my God, they're good.
Also, I really want to try grapefruit bars now that I've heard of them, because I think that would be delicious. Lemon bars are good. I'm making this now. This is happening.
Oh, lemon bars are so good.
Oh, yeah. Key lime bars are delicious.
Oh, I love key lime.
Key lime bars. I gotta make some more desserts in my life. Yeah.
Okay.
I could eat a swimming pool of key lime filling.
Yeah. Okay. It's going on my to-do list. Swimming pool, key lime filling.
I will send you my address, and you can mail me some key lime pie.
All right. Last up for this skill challenge, we have Meerkat and Tuna.
All right. Now, what are the ages of these children? Is it evident from, looking at them?
Approximately 10.
Approximately 10. Okay, very cool. Meerkat is going to start, first off, peeling a full grapefruit and then taking the pith off of the grapefruit so that you can just get the actual fruits themselves minus the kind of membrane casing on top of them. It's laborious and it takes about 20 minutes to do a full grapefruit, but it's well worth it. Then takes a little bit of flaxseed and a little bit of brown sugar, a combination of the two, and grills them on the stove for about 30 seconds each. While this is happening, he is also taking green grapes and blast freezing them as well, just as Rollo is getting their work out of the blast freezer, as well as getting little circles of Parmesan cheese and putting them in the oven for about 25 minutes at 400 degrees, so that he comes out with a little snack plate of seared grapefruit that has a little bit of bunch with the flaxseed, but then also a little bit of sugar with the brown sugar. These little circular, potato chip crisps with Parmesan cheese instead of potatoes, so that you have low lactose treats that are heavy on the salt but light on any of the fats. And these little frozen grapes. And he's going to present them to the children and says, well, today I have a very nice treat for all of you all. This is what I like to call an adult snack platter. This is very much, you get to choose and pick your own mix with, and this is very important, the grapefruit acting as some of a palate cleanser. Actually, I'm sorry. This is an adult snack plate. I don't know if your palates might be here yet. This is something that, adults seem to like to use. I don't know if you kids are maybe mature enough to have it yet, although some of you do look like you might be mature enough to enjoy such an adult snack platter like this. I'm sure you would give it a try, at least to see see if you maybe have a more adult palate, because you all look quite mature. And this is a persuasion check to try to
Go ahead and roll.
Kids on the train with this adult 19.
All right, so we'll knock that down to an 18 because of the brown sugar. Yep. Okay. The count comes back and, well, that was certainly fun, and it might not be our best ratings show, nutrition and all, but the network will be happy. Let's line up everybody and total up the scores. All right. Well, in first place, we have Rollo. Yay. Woo.
Thanks, kids. Yay. And I like wave from on top of Nacho.
In second place, we have Jenny Ann. And
Yay, good job.
in third place, we have Meerkat and Tuna.
Oh,
Yay.
much better than fifth place.
Don't rub it in.
Well, I think it's time. So, Rollo, you are first. Would you like to go ahead and step up and choose a box?
Oh, so we're doing like a blind choice? Yeah, that sounds good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Are there any differences between any of the boxes, or are they all just exactly the same?
They are completely the same. They are small red boxes with a black bow tied around each one.
Okay. I will take. Are they in a row like left to right?
Yep.
All right. I will take box. I'll take the first box.
All right. Inside, you see a small canister with a frosting knife. There is a card that reads Magic Frosting. We have 20 square feet worth. You can make any non-magical object. Be careful, though. This will go stale and expire within the next 24 hours.
Cool.
All right. Next up, we have Jenny Ann. Jenny, where are you? A human girl starts to walk towards the stage, but suddenly the ground erupts with rats like the one that you saw before. They course over the ground, skipping over the food entirely. You're all shocked. And they...
No, I saw my food.
And they course up the pedestals and make off with the other 4 red boxes before anyone can stop them. Now we start the group skill challenge, Stop the Rats.
Oh, I was going to say, can I fireball the rats?
You can do whatever you want.
Range. Yeah. I would probably burn up the gifts, too.
Oh, I am so sorry, Jenny Ann. This feels like it was going to be very big for you.
I know, what to do.
And Tuna's just comfortably patting the back of her calf.
Yeah, I'm going to fireball the rats.
Okay, sure.
All right. Please make a dexterity saving throw. Everyone in a 20-foot radius.
Where exactly? Like, there's a lot of rats around with different boxes.
It's 40 feet in diameter, so it should be able to get all of the boxes and all of the rats.
No, they've all scattered. They're all really in different areas. You're only going to be able to hit one. But I assume you want to hit one that doesn't have people within 40 feet.
No, never mind. I don't care. If they're all scattering before I have a chance to react, then I'm just like, wow, those rats are fast. I respect them.
They're extremely fast.
Yeah.
I cast Mage Hand and see if I can pick up one of the boxes.
Okay, are we doing an Arcana check?
I can do that if you would like.
It is a skill challenge.
Oh, that's right. It is a skill challenge. So I will... Sorry, I forgot about that. I will go ahead and cast or look at Arcana, and I got a natural 20.
Natural 20. You easily pluck one of the boxes away from those rats. As you do, the rest of them... that was a really good skill challenge. Okay, well... The rest of them scatter down into the hole that they came out of. It's a very small hole, about 6 inches across.
Those rats! They just dragged all of the presents into that hole! Oh, good gosh. All right. Well, let's go take a look over there.
The Count comes up behind you, clutching his face. There are scratch marks, and you notice that his monocle is missing.
Oh, my good friend, I can't imagine this is going to be great with the network.
Well, no, screw the network. Look, they stole the monocle. That was borrowed. It's a very powerful magical artifact. You have to get it back. Keep the rest of the prizes, but go. I know you're adventurers. Get that back for me. I'll pay you handsomely, I promise.
Now, what does the monocle do? Just so that we know what the rats are going to try to combat it with it, obviously. They seem to have a very keen, arcanic mind.
Well, it reveals the truth of things. We use it to prevent cheating on the show. But it's not mine.
Okay, doesn't seem vague at all. That sounds perfect. All right, well, Count, we are going to get these gifts back. We are going to get your monocle back, and we are going to reconvene as a trio along the way.
Absolutely.
Yeah, friendship.
All right. So, the three of you are, well, I guess 5 of you actually, are sitting around at the beach looking at a small hole that goes down. You can see that part of it is sand, but it does quickly become rock. It's a 6-inch hole, and you have to figure out how to get in there.
Ooh, I have an idea. Can I use shape water to try to put water from the beach into the hole and expand it?
You can try.
Okay, I will try to do that. Are we still in the skill check phase, or is that...
No, actually, that's a cantrip. It doesn't really have a... So you tried, the water comes through, you scour away the sand, but like I said, shortly underneath the sand is bedrock, and your shape water does not drill through that.
Okay.
Well, you could still flood it, right? Like rats breathe air.
That's not proven. Okay, no, all right. So yeah, I'll do that. I'll try to flood with, I'll make like a column and I'll push it through the hole so it stays all in one like long line in the hole as much as it can.
It disappears down the hole and it just keeps going and going and going.
Flush that idea. All right.
The DM seems not to like that idea. I guess we could put as much water from the ocean as we want into the hole and it would not work. That's what it sounds like.
Seems like it's a very extensive warren in there.
Yes. Perhaps the hole is going into the ocean, and that's why the water feed from the ocean does not seem to have an effect here. Unfortunately, none of my spells are going to be remotely helpful in this circumstance.
Is there such a thing as a non-magical shrink ray?
Well, there's the magic version.
Oh, well, I was thinking I could make it with frosting. guess I could make a non-magical excavator. I'm trying to expand the hole because I feel like we need to chase the rats, but we're very large.
Mm-hmm. I know. Like I said, that's a solid bedrock. Unless you get a transfiguration wizard up in here, I don't know.
Well, there might be. So let me get this straight. We're trying to get into this hole so that we can chase these rats a little further, but there seems to be some bedrock in our way.
Yes,
Ooh,
you guys are just too big to fit in that hole.
We are too big to fit in this hole. Well, let me see if there's a song that we could perhaps sing that might help us get in further. As a College of Creation bard, I can, as an action, channel the magic of the Song of Creation to create one non-magical item of my choice. I want to produce whatever the fantasy equivalent of a jackhammer is to get through this bedrock.
Sure.
A fantasy hammer? All right.
Yes.
You do so. You summon a large, muscly construct with a club in hand.
We gotta get through this bed, ba-da-da-da, rock, ba-ba-da-da. Keep going drilling, get us through that old thing stock, and we got bed, ba-da-da-da, rock, ba-ba-da. Gonna catch these rats and all the magic items they have in stock. That's the song.
Oh, that was good. Do you have a roll for that?
Nope. It's just an aspect of my college.
Gotcha. All right. Well, you have made yourself an automaton construct with a big battering ram club.
Beautiful. Size large for all those rules lawyers out there.
Ooh, I have a question.
Yes.
What is in the box that I retrieved?
Open it and see.
I open it and see.
It contains a scroll of reduce and large.
Okay, good thing that we looked in here, because my next plan was to use the frosting to make dynamite. The fantasy equivalent of...
No, I'm sorry. Rollo, you need to quiet down for a minute. I need to keep singing my song to break through this bedrock. We don't have any other options.
Ooh. All right, so wait, though, because I have a scroll of reduce and enlarge, which I think we could cast on all of us, including your jackhammer buddy, who can come with us. What's his name?
Theo.
Hey, Theo, we're going to go on a quick adventure, and since you're of questionable consciousness, we're going to take you with us, okay?
Okay, boss.
All right, good. I like this guy. So I read from the scroll. Is that okay with everybody? I want consent to shrink us all.
Sure.
Meerkat is still singing. You're just going to have to roll with that punch.
All right, so he's good. Yu-Tung, are you down to get down?
Yeah. I'm worried about the size of the rats beforehand, so I kind of want to fireball down the hole while I'm still big, and then, like, have cooked rat encounters instead of person-sized beast encounters.
You can try.
All right, well, can do it. I mean, he did say it is an extensive warren, because I tried to drown them and that didn't seem to work. I don't want you to burn a slot there.
Well, thankfully I have unlimited Eldritch Blasts, so just give me 1 minute.
Oh yeah, fireball away, girlfriend. You do you.
Okay, so I have a 120-foot range Eldritch Blast. The thing about this is that it's going to bounce off the walls until it pummels a soft body. So I get 2 beams at 1d10 plus my charisma modifier. So that is an average of 9 damage twice per 6 seconds over 60 seconds, which is 18 times 10 is 180 damage. So just boo, 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 180 damage.
Okay.
Hopefully that took out some rats. I don't know.
Okay.
If I did my math right. I don't know. Whatever. Some amount of damage went down the hole. All right. Yeah, let's get smaller. Maybe we'll encounter fewer.
Yes, let's get small. All right, guys. Boo is the noise we make when we get small.
You are suddenly 6 inches tall.
Is my damage output reduced? I just want to Eldritch Blast that rock over there.
Relative to your previous size, yes.
No.
Relative to other things this size, no.
Great.
Which means that the children who were listening to Meerkat's song now just hear, mind that break, baby, rock, gotta get those magic items the rats haven't stopped. But it sounds normal to everyone else relative to our sizes.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, we got to make sure the science is consistent. All right, are we going to go down? Are we going to jump down? It looks steep.
It is steep.
I feel as though a rope. I mean, okay, I used to have 50 feet of rope in my adventurer's kit. However, it has shrunken down with me. So I have 50 relative feet of adventurer's rope.
Yes, you do.
Let's,
This is it slippery?
It is.
Are the rocks smooth, or is it
It's relatively smooth.
Okay, so I instantaneously change some water and make it into like a little couch for us to sit on and slide gently down the warren using shape water.
Okay.
Like I use the water to make like a sled, not a couch, a sled.
Gotcha. And does everyone get on the sled?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Come on, guys, let's go. Water sled. Woo!
You take off down the tunnel. It is very steep. There are a few turns. It's a little bit like a water slide. And at the end of it, it drops off. Suddenly there's all this water down here. And you splash down into a pool in a cavern. You can see stalactites and stalagmites, and there's a beach sheet type thing off to the side there. It looks quite extensive. There's a long way to explore. But on that note, let's take a break.
Okay.
Joining us this time were Meerkat and Tuna. Say something.
Yes. Hello.
Rollo.
Hey, everybody.
And Yu-Tung.
Bye, y'all.
We'll see you soon.
We hope that you're enjoying this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes.com. You can subscribe to receive new episodes through your podcast player or by visiting firebreathingkittenspodcast.com or finding us on YouTube. Can you think of someone who might enjoy this podcast? Please share it with them. We don't pay to advertise this show, so the only way we can grow is through the support of listeners like you. Thank you. You can find more adventures on Amazon.com in the bookstore, Fire Breathing Kittens, all one word, podcast. That's right, you can curl up with a good book based on one of our podcast episodes. The authors do a really great job of adapting them into fun novels. We also have official merchandise on Redbubble.com. Yes, that's right, you really can own a notepad with the Fire Breathing Kitten logo on the front. Or one of your favorite characters.
Welcome back, everyone. We are joined by Meerkat.
Hello.
Rollo.
Greetings, friends.
And Yu-Tung.
Howdy, y'all.
Everyone roll a d20.
Oh, that's gonna be a fat 20 from over here.
Oh, see, everybody else is, well, unless anybody else gets a 20 or a 1.
8.
17.
All right, so Meerkat, you get to choose who is going to do the recap.
Oh, you know what? I think Rollo is going to be a great recapper to see where we were when we last left off.
I was hoping Tuna would do the recap because I love the voice. But all right, I'll do my best here.
Oh, but that's just fine. I mean, if you want Tuna to just a recap, Tuna's very happy to do it too.
No, it's okay. I want to respect the choice here. All right, let's go. So, the Fire Breathing Kittens, the three of us were in the guild hall, and we decided to, we went to the beach because there was nothing to do in the guild hall. So we decided to take a day off and go to the beach, where we ran into a Count Cotton Candy who was having an impromptu sort of cooking contest, which we joined for reasons. And then we were awarded some prizes. And as we were awarded the prizes, unfortunately, some rats came out of a hole in the ground in the bedrock and tried to steal all the prizes. Luckily, I was able to grab one of them back. And it was a spell that allowed us to shrink ourselves. So we're now tiny. We have used a sled made of water to go down a water slide in the rock, kind of like the Goonies, pop out into a pool, and now we are underground in a stalactite stalagmite area cave, and that's where we're at. Yeah, there we go.
Yes, indeed. You also see the charred corpses of lion-sized rats because they are reskinned lions. And there's several of them floating in the pool around you and a couple more washed up on the shore a little bit ahead. What do you do?
Good call with the fireball.
Thank you.
Yes, that's exactly what happened to those.
Good call. Thank you, Yu-Tung. Tung.
Yes, that could have been much, much worse, apparently. All right, well, let's see what we have ahead of us. Are there any tunnels that we could see, or what? Where are we exactly?
You can see several. Right now, you're just paddling in some water full of corpses, so I'd recommend moving out of that water and looking at your options, but that's just me.
All right, I move our water boat over. Oh, no, we're in the water boat.
Yeah. Oh, are you? You're still in that still exists?
I assumed so.
Okay.
I want to be in the water boat.
So yeah, you're in a boat made of water.
All right, we're in our water boat, and I move the water boat over to the shore, and I dispel the water boat.
Mm-hmm. You see, there are quite a few tunnels leading out of here. Most of them appear to be, dank rock. Does everyone have dark vision?
Absolutely not.
Oh, I do not know.
No, but I cast light.
Ah, okay. So you illuminate the cave here, and you see that one of the tunnels seems a little less dank than the others. It seems to have, summery growth and, ferns and large tropical leafed plants growing from that direction. But the rest of the tunnels all look very much like you would expect. There are 7 of them.
Is there light in the tunnel with the plants?
There does seem to be a little bit of light glimmering from the planty tunnel.
Okay. Are the plants, bigger than we are?
No, they're normal size relative to your current size.
Yeah. So, if a rat were next to a fern, the rat would be smaller than the fern, right? So, if we're... I'm trying to picture this.
So they're scaled to us, so they're shrunken...
Yeah, they're scaled to you. Each of the tunnels seems to be approximately 7 feet high. And the plants, some of them, like the ferns, look like they're about 3 feet high compared to you. There's some viney plants on the walls.
Oh, okay.
These rats have picked a very luxurious place to live.
And we're 6 inches high.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, you're 3 inches high.
Bastard.
So
true.
These are 3-inch tall ferns.
Yep.
All right. Should we go down this tunnel, y'all? It's got different stuff than all the others.
Maybe we want to investigate around a little bit and see if we find any rat fur going into any of the tunnels.
That's a great idea.
Uh-huh.
Because we are looking for rats. Okay. I'm going to go investigate the tunnels in sequence, and I'm going to not do a good job because I rolled a natural 1.
You don't see anything at all. Sorry.
Well, I don't see any fur or tunnels or anything.
Meerkat, how are you at investigating? It seems like our friend Rollo is not having an easy time of it.
Well, I'll give it a go. Some would say I have a +0 to it, but I think that's just a negative attitude. Although with a 5, who's to say?
You definitely see that there are tunnels. There are a couple of bloody prints, but they go down multiple tunnels.
Yeah, we got tunnels. That I can confirm.
Well, that's more than I can see.
Oh, look at those things. There are tunnels here.
Yeah, I have a -1 to my investigation, so I'm around Meerkat's 5 on the dice myself.
Okay. Yeah. You don't really notice a whole lot more. There are some bloody footprints that you can see, but like I said, they go down multiple tunnels.
Okay. You want to pick one of the... do y'all want to go down a tunnel with bloody footprints, a tunnel without bloody footprints, or a tunnel with tiny ferns?
Well, what I'm thinking is that perhaps maybe your fireball lit a blaze to some rats who then started bleeding and went down a tunnel with the bloody footprints accordingly. So maybe we should check out one of the bloody footprint tunnels. It does seem as though there are multiple ones, so we may have to proverbially flip a coin, so to speak.
Agree. Yeah. Okay. I'm down.
All right. So out of the 3 bloody tunnels, which one will you choose?
Oh, I think we have to go with the leftmost bloody tunnel.
The leftmost bloody tunnel. That certainly works. That's far away from the ferns. Those are more on the right side of the cavern. All right. So you proceed down the bloody tunnel. The tunnel goes for quite a while. You do reach a fork after about 3 or 4 minutes of walking. One of them seems to slope up and one of them seems to slope down.
Do we notice is there blood on either one of those or both?
No, the bloody footprint stopped a while ago.
Oh. And there was no rat, though? No bodies?
Not yet. It's just the bodies that you've seen so far.
Interesting. What do you guys think? Up or down?
Well, if I was injured and staggering, I would hardly want to climb a hill. Unless my home was up there, and then I would want to climb a hill. Well, golly gee, I don't know.
That was very well said.
Yu-Tung makes a very good point.
Bringing us some serious bovine wisdom, and I appreciate it. Let's go down.
All right. You go down and you see what appears to be a food storage room. There's no door, so you just walk right in. The tunnel just sort of widens up into a room. There are multiple stacks of different things. There's a couple bags of grain. There are some casks of dried meat, some stored water, and a large tray of shiny red apples.
Question, are these normal-sized barrels and casks, or are these rat-sized barrels and casks?
They are rat-sized.
Oh, I feel really bad about killing these sentient creatures, you guys. I didn't realize they had a society.
I feel like we're on Fantastic Voyage.
Now, this may be a bit of a stretch. I do want to make sure that the food in these casks and barrels is not the same food that we were working up with the Count.
Would you like to investigate it?
Yes, I'd love to investigate to see. Maybe I would just love to make sure that the network is not at play here. But with a 5, who's to say?
I'm not proficient, or I would help you.
I mean, you could always investigate yourself.
All right, then I will try to investigate. And actually, no, I will try to see if I find any insight from these rats having weird foodstuffs. Usually you would think of rats as just eating whatever. So that's just a 7, so I imagine I'm not super insightful.
A 7, you do notice that one of the casks on the side does say Fairyville Food Stores.
Well, it doesn't seem to be from the same show. Maybe it's just their food. Maybe we tried to go up instead of down the next. And maybe we trail back up. Seems we found their food storage.
Okay, yeah.
Yu-Tung, would you like to investigate before we go?
Yes, Yu-Tung, please investigate for us.
I mean, I do have a -1 to that.
Oh, then I will investigate, as I rolled insight before, and I will get an 11.
With an 11, you can see that 3 of these apples look a bit different than the others. They have stoppers.
I pick up one of the apples with a cork in it. So is it like a glass apple?
It is a glass round-bottomed vial with a cork in it with a shimmering red liquid.
If I waft the liquid gingerly, am I able to tell what it is?
Do a medicine check.
Methinks it's medicine. 21, natural 20.
Oh, you can definitely tell that these are standard health potions. They will recover 2d4 plus 2.
2d4 plus 2. Okay.
Oh, very good pick. That seems like it would be helpful later. I guess I hope it won't be, but in case it is, good pick.
Apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Yes, I have heard that an apple a day does in fact keep the doctor away. Don't know where I got that, but...
All right, well, now you guys have 3 health potions. I'll let you distribute them how you like.
Why don't we each take one?
Alrighty.
Beautiful.
And just so we're clear, I know we have the reduce and large scroll, which, by the way, half of it burned away. There's one further use in it.
I'm glad we get bigger at the end.
Yeah, I thought I would let you have that. And just so we're clear, who has the magic frosting?
I have the magic frosting.
Okay. All right. Proceed. What would you like to do next?
Well, I suppose we should head back to the crossroads where we made an up and down decision, and rather this time making our down, we should perhaps make an upward decision.
All right.
I also have to ask you all, how do we feel about the ethics of killing a bunch of things capable of storing food in barrels and taking their health potions? Like, did we do bad here?
I've already killed a crab today. So,
With your bare hands.
I'm going at like a 0-1 situation. If I get out of here alive, that's the preference.
It seems they did commit some crimes before, though. Definitely stealing some stuff. So I don't know. I mean, let's tread cautiously. But
yes, how about if they try to attack us, then I would feel much within my right to strike them back. I may not try to strike them unprompted, but if violence besets me, I may beset violence upon them.
That is a great outlook. I agree.
Beautiful.
I mean, we are kind of in their house too, though. So
Yeah, I will try to do arresting and not murdering, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try to detain, immobilize, and what do you call it? Unarm?
disarm.
It's my goal. Disarm. I'm going to try to disarm and detain and immobilize the people that I'm hunting.
I think unarm would be if you cut off their arms, which would be against what you say. So
Yes, highly would not recommend unarming.
let's not unarm them. Let's disarm them. Yes.
All right. So do you proceed in the upward tunnel?
Yeah, and I like that we're all agreed that we're going to try to talk to them before the rats.
Can anyone speak
rough.
with animals?
We're going to try our darndest.
Well, if they're sentient, maybe they speak common.
Yeah, I mean, if you can make a barrel, right? You can probably
If you can make a barrel, you can speak common.
Yeah.
So the tunnel slopes upward and then around to the right. It does have several branch points. At one point, it splits into an up, a left, and a down.
All right.
Is anyone drawing a map? I feel like maybe that would have been a smart idea.
Good luck.
All right, hold on. I whip out my notebook and I draw okay, I'm gonna draw some map.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a rat who's not a foe, because if he doesn't strike, we let them go. Let's go to the right. Let's go down the right tunnel.
All right.
Har, har,
I know.
har.
I know. Yes, and.
Yes, and that was very funny.
So you go down the right tunnel. You come across a sort of ledge overcropping a meeting room. It's another one of those ones full of ferns. And you see that there are what appear to be summer fairies down there.
Do I know what summer fairies are?
So fairies come in the seasonal elements typically. These ones are... They appear to be your size approximately. They have what looks like dragonfly wings coming out of them, tan skin, green hair, very beautiful.
Are we close enough that we could try to eavesdrop?
You certainly could. There seem to be smatterings of conversations. There is one of them who seems to be larger than the rest that seems to be commanding everything. He is discussing with a few of his cohorts a fireball that recently came down and that some of the rat scourge have been annihilated by it.
I feel much better.
Me too.
They also talk about the supply of Fairy Town shipments of food.
Do I know if these are the mischievous fun kind of fairies or the do horrible things to you kind of a fairy? Would that be an Arcana check or?
Are you rolling an insight check?
Okay, insight. Okay.
It could be insight. It could be history.
I'll take insight for 12, Alex.
Insight for 12. When you look at the fairies, there seems to be a strange shimmering around them, but you can't tell if that's a good thing or a bad thing. They just look like fairies to you.
Oh, okay. Guys, do you think that we should try to sneak a little closer? I can cast invisibility on one of us or me.
Well, that would be a awkward way to greet a group of friends. You know, if they're hospitable and welcoming, Southern gentlemen and ladies, then maybe we should knock on their door and introduce ourselves.
I must be honest, that doesn't sound like the worst plan at this juncture. So far, what we've been able to determine is that these rats seem to be in some form of combat with these summer fairies here, and we are trying to retrieve these items from the rats. Perhaps if we just communicate with the fairies effectively, they may help us to retrieve the monocle among the other boxes that these children came delivered into the beach, and we can come back to the surface with items in tow.
And fairy friends.
And fairy friends.
We should tell them that we were the ones who fireballed the rats, because that would probably win us some points. So good call. All right, let's do it.
As long as they didn't have any casualties because of it.
Yes, let us tell them that Yu-Tung is the one who was in charge of sending that fireball, who graciously burned apart the rat comrades that they had fought against.
We could tell them that we're rat exterminators.
We are.
Magical rat murderers. Exterminators, I mean.
Yes. Okay,
Yes.
yeah. So do you really want to introduce yourself by sneaking up invisibly next to them and doing that, or like knocking on the entrance to this room?
No, like now that you say that, no. I think we could just kind of ahem from where we are, right? Because we're on a balcony above them. Then if they're mean, if they're bad and want to kill us, we can duck.
I like that.
This is so a little best of both worlds. All right, let's rock. So can we? Who wants to ahem to them and?
Oh, I would be more than welcome to ahem.
Yes, Bard.
Or you could send Tuna because he's adorable.
Meerkat's already stepping out. Attention, summer fairies! 3 brave adventurers have wandered into your domain and would like to make themselves known to your humble and gracious company.
They are staring at you slack-jawed. You're going to have to make some kind of roll for this. What are you trying to accomplish?
Truly just getting our names known, so they're looking at us, so there's no evidence. I'm like, we're not sneaking up on you. Like, we are here, everyone. Presenting all these esteemed troopers. I, of course, am Meerkat, the Bardic warrior. We have Yu-Tung, the magical, mysterious event. And, of course, we have Rollo, and most importantly, the companion Nacho. I'm so sorry, Rollo, but I think we would all agree that Nacho is the star of the 5 of us here.
He does sort of hog the spotlight.
I feel like this is a performance check.
It's probably a performance check, yeah.
Yeah, you go, Bard.
27.
Oh, yes. Their jaws snap up and go, yes, please come. Yes, please come in.
Yes, of course. We will come in and enter right now. Oh, all 3 of us, come along all. And Meerkat's going to lead the way in, kind of like ushering the group to come follow.
How are you proceeding?
Now, we're on like a cliff top, correct? We're like kind of like overseeing them a little bit.
Exactly. There's like a 10-foot drop.
I think Meerkat's just going to jump.
Is it 10 feet or 10 scale feet?
10 scaled feet.
So we have 10 feet of scale rope, so we could climb down.
You could.
Because we have 50 scale feet of rope.
Yes.
I think Meerkat, feeling the drama of this, is going to try to like leap down, like, and make kind of some acrobatic movement to like land Iron Man style.
You guys know the rules of D&D better. Is 10 feet big enough to do fall damage?
10 feet is big enough for fall damage, and I think it's 1d10.
You certainly can. Unless you do really good on an acrobatics check.
That's what I would like to try. If not, I'm totally willing to take the fall damage.
Okay, go ahead.
1d6 bludgeoning damage for every 10 feet.
Yes, which I will Well, I did receive an 8.
On a d6, though.
Yes, this was an 8 on my acrobatics check to try to get down in a graceful manner. With an 8, who's to say if I will? Something tells me I won't.
You don't. You failed that.
Oh, well, you know, there's always a day to take 5 bludgeoning damage from a fall.
Yeah, it's a 1d6 for every 10 feet.
Yes. Yeah, so I brush myself off a little bit as I take that fall damage. Oh, well, every entrance comes in with a little bit of drama, I suppose.
They rush over to help you up and brush off your clothing.
Oh, thank you, compatriots. Oh, yes, but I'm feeling more than welcome. Oh, how hospitable you all are. I believe we made the right choice when choosing which of these two parties that seem to be faring with one another to align ourselves with. We ran into some horrible rats earlier who seemed to take all the belongings from our dear friends up on the surface.
Yes, the rats. Yeah, let us help you. We do not think of people without wings in our tunnels. We apologize. And two of them fly up to grab the other two of you.
Oh, absolutely understood.
Yay! I don't have to die.
Yay. Thanks, fairy buds.
So, we know who you are, but not why you come.
Oh, well, while our story may be complex, this is a quite simple part of it. We are looking for a few magical items that the rats seem to have kidnapped from the surface here. In particular, and of most value to us, there is a golden monocle that belongs to a very esteemed count on the surface that we would like to return it to. If we are able to retrieve these other magical items as well, that would be a great boon to us. But have you happened to see any of rats carrying these magical items scurrying about these caverns here?
We try to avoid those caverns. The rats take quite a bit, you see. They feed on our wings.
Gross.
That's terrible.
Yes. Many of our children have been captured already.
Oh my goodness.
Where do the rats come from?
They've always been here. We always do our best to stave them off, but it's a continuous struggle.
What would the rats
If you
want with
could-
magic items?
Probably taking them to their king. You must be very careful. The king does have magic. Never try to communicate with him. He will ensnare you with mind magic.
All right.
That's very kind of you for telling us. Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
Yeah, we'll just stick away from that strategy.
Yes. We would be most grateful if you could attempt to eradicate some of these rats on your journey. We'd be happy to help you navigate the tunnels in the meantime.
Oh, well, that just sounds positively delightful. It sounds like that would be a true win-win for the both of us. And I'm so sorry. What is your name? I did not ask.
Nasagi.
Well, hello, Nasagi. Very nice to meet you. If you would guide us through on this tunnel, trying to find the rats here, so that we may both replenish our magical items that we have lost and help avenge the children that they seem to have been kidnapped from of your party, we would be most obliged.
Of course. The tunnels are quite easy to navigate. It all works as a warren. Left or right will make no difference. If you are seeking the rats, always go down. If you seek the fairies, always come up.
All right. Rats down, fairies up. Left and right, it ain't right. Sounds good. I can remember that.
Well, keep in mind, there will be many times you must make a right or left, but it will simply make no difference. They will continue to loop in many directions. The only choices that will matter are up and down.
Okay.
All right.
Any other tips on maybe getting the Rat King out of the picture here?
I'm afraid we don't know much about him. None of us have met him and survived. It's just, like I said, very important. Do not try to communicate. Slay him immediately.
Are these summer fairies that we're looking at, do they all seem to have their wings?
Yes.
Okay.
Can I do an insight check to see if these guys are on the up and up?
Sure.
Okay, that is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You notice that their mouths are wider than you would expect them to be, but otherwise you don't notice a whole lot about them.
I mean, I have words in my head. I'm not going to judge someone by the shape of their mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You guys
Yeah.
saw me blemming sugar.
Is it like if it was wider than like what a summer fairy's mouth should be, like there's something wrong with them?
Possibly. You can't tell. You just definitely notice that the proportions are different than a typical humanoid face would be. You also notice that they have very large smiles when they speak to you, although they don't actually look happy.
All right, now one last question, my friend. Now, the children of your summer fairies here. Do they, if we were to let them free, would they know how to get back here? Do they know the right and left? They go in a circle. The up is to the fairies, the down is to the rats. Are they privy to those directions, or will we have to escort them home as well?
Well, if you find any fairies, I'm sure they would be able to get home if set free. But the rats tend not to keep their prisoners alive.
Oh, so you are expecting that we will run into several fairy carcasses of young fairy children?
Oh my goodness.
I don't think they leave carcasses either.
Oh, so we should be expecting to run into fairy bones of fairy children.
Oh, potentially.
All right, well.
You guys don't seem super broken up about that. You know, I really admire your strength to not seem very emotional about the death of so many children.
Thank you. It has been difficult, but we have grown up with this burden. It has been this way for as long as anyone can remember.
Kill all the rats. Got it. Or wait, no. Now, y'all know I run a restaurant in the city of Nicomoy, and I would definitely be able to clear out some space, maybe in a pantry for you all to live in if you would like. You don't have to continue to live down here.
We will take that under advisement.
Yeah, well, you know, as your children continue to be eaten by rats, just weigh the pros and cons of moving. I know it is real difficult to move, but, you know, moving ain't easy. But if you ever want to look me up, I am the owner and proprietor and chef at the Tastes Like Crepe restaurant, and I could definitely clear out a cabinet full of flour for you guys to live in.
Thank you.
Well, guys, why don't we get going? Find the Rat King, you know, do some fireballing.
Sure. There are 3 tunnels that lead out of this room.
Which one goes down?
None of these seem to yet. They're all fairly level, so I think you just pick one.
All right, so let's just pick one. Doesn't matter. Left or right, doesn't matter. So let's just go in the middle. Let's go in the middle.
Sure. You go in the middle?
Oh, I was going to say, as soon as we're out of earshot, I want to say to the group, you know, I think I got a read on those guys, and they seem a little creepy. Did you guys get that vibe?
You know, they seemed just about as creepy as you would expect someone to be living this deep underground to be. Which is to say, yes, very creepy.
Plus, why would a summer wouldn't you expect like a summer fairy would not live in a warren underground, that they might like flit about in the summer breeze and stuff? And I don't know.
Well, it is not summer right now, so one has to ask, where are all the other seasonal fairies when they're not outside? Like, where does a winter fairy go in the spring? And where do summer fairies hang out in March?
Yeah, I figured they might be, like, planning for maybe some kind of fairy Coachella. And then maybe this is where they come to, like, to meet to prepare that. But, you know, I suppose that it could be something more nefarious. I'm not too sure, to be honest. They seemed pretty broken up about their, potentially dead children.
Did you notice something off about their mouths? Like, they seemed very extra mouthy.
You're talking to a cow person. She's got horns coming out of her head. She reaches up to touch her
fairy.
Oh, okay. I mean, aren't you like a halfling?
Yeah, I'm not.
And aren't you talking to a fox and a cow-horned person?
I didn't. No. I was saying that for a fairy, their mouths don't look right. They look like they have creepy, bitey mouths, maybe.
I guess I just don't spend as much time looking at the mouths of others as you might.
The fox and I share a look.
Well, you never know what they're going to do with their mouth. I mean, maybe something good, maybe something bad.
Well, next time we see them, I'll be sure to keep an eye out for their mouths.
I'm definitely going to talk to the Rat King, though, by the way, just to let you know, like, out of character. I'm not saying that. Yu-Tung's not saying that to you, but, it's happening. Like,
All right.
like, how to make me talk to someone and, like, not go in attacking. Like, maybe I'll burn my spell slots on something else before then and be totally helpless and just, like, talk to the Rat King. And if they want to, like, command me, they'll be like, attack your friends. I'll be like, I'm out of spell slots. I Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's my plan.
You proceed down this tunnel. You do reach a fork where it seems to split into 4 of them. 1 left, 1 right, 1 up, and 1 down.
Down we go. The tunnel seems to snake further and further down. Its walls start to get a bit of a slimy feeling, and you do hear a chittering sound coming up from ahead at one point.
Y'all stand back now. I'm gonna try a fireball.
Okay.
All right.
Yu-Tung would like to stealth. Not so good at that, but it seems smarter than walking.
I can turn you invisible if you'd like.
Oh, don't waste your spell slots on me. I'm fine. I'll just fireball whatever I come up against. All right, and I have
all right.
where is that on the standard sheet? My stealth is 13.
Monster's passive perception is 13.
Okay, so then, yeah, you just see me walk up to you, and I'm straight up just walking up, now a little stealthily, but I'm just going to walk up and fireball all these rats. That's my plan. So.
Roll initiative.
All right.
And how far did you walk from your group there?
100 feet.
100
and I have
feet.
150-foot range, so the moment that it's within range of 150 feet of me, I'm going to fireball it.
This is a very tortuous tunnel. I don't think you can see 150 feet in a straight line.
Okay.
Sorry. We're going to say that you can see about 30 feet in this tunnel, especially without dark vision.
Okay, I'm going to prepare a fireball and a movement.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to run backwards.
Okay. 30 feet ahead of you, you come across 3 rats that between them are carrying a red box with a black bow.
Uh-oh. Too bad for that box.
Are they carrying it like people or are they carrying it like rats?
With their mouths.
Okay.
I cast fireball. It says dexterity saving throw, please. And by the way, I have some bat guano and sulfur that I possess, and this allows me to cast the spell. So I'm thinking that I just smell like real bad, like bat guano and sulfur all the time. Or maybe I have a little vial that like whoo, take a whiff of that. And all right, so what's your dexterity saving throw?
Dexterity, they get a +2. And let me see here. One of them is a 9, one of them is a 20, and one of them is a 5.
The 9 and the 5 each take 32 fire damage.
32.
And the other one takes half, which is a number. Is that 17? Let me do 32 divided by 2. 16.
Okay. Well, 2 of them are just...
Unfortunately, the box also bursts into flames.
No, it doesn't. It's magical.
Oh, okay. All right. There we go. Yeah, so I lift my hand. Fireball.
All right. Well, 2 of the rats are dead, and one of them is injured.
I move
However...
back 30 feet.
Sure, but it has a movement speed of 50 and a range of 10. So yeah. So it is going to lunge after you. As I think we can do initiative after this, but I think that this is probably just going to be a one-hit thing. And it is going to make 2 attacks, a bite and a claw against you. +5 to hit on those. So first to hit is a 12. Does that break your AC?
No.
And next is a nat 20.
Yes, that hits, DM.
Yes, I thought so. But that means I need to roll 2d6 + 3. You take 9 damage.
Okay.
All right, it is your turn.
I am 70 feet away from my friends at this point. So I'm going to... It has 50 feet of movement, so I saw it close a vast distance that I cannot possibly hope to outrun. So I'm just going to attack it, because I can't outrun it. It's not happening.
No.
So I am going to Eldritch Blast, which means that I do a ranged spell attack. This is my first time actually rolling one. Woo! That's a 25 to hit.
It hits.
And a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know what a D10 is. Okay, this one has numbers on it. Okay. 12 damage and 13 damage.
The last rat is dead. Okay, that fight was very easy.
No. I have 2 spell slots, and I have burned one of them. So I am 50% used.
Okay.
Used up. So, yeah, no, that was a rough fight for me.
You're more than
the
just
rat
your
is-
spell slots, girl.
As a warlock, I hope so. I only have 2.
The rats are toasty piles of burning flesh, similar to the ones back in the cave before, and a red box lays on the ground.
Y'all, it's safe now. Sorry.
Ooh,
I thought I would bring them back to you. I didn't think I would kill them all.
I thought the backwater smelled bad, but a charred flesh is something else.
What do you all do?
Well, does someone want to open this box?
I opened the box.
Sure. Inside is a gossamer scarf, and it has a card that reads Glamour Weave Fabric, uncommon level. This fabric will create any type of 3D effect that you would like it to do, and it will grant a +4 on performance and persuasion checks.
Ooh, Meerkat, that looks lovely on you. That is just your color.
Well, I will absolutely put it on. You know what? I have a feeling this was going to be for Jenny Ann, the second place winner, so I will hold on to it for her in the time being.
Sure. Wink.
And I'm sorry I ended the battle in 2 turns, you guys. I was trying to draw him back to you while expending my high-level spell slots, but I failed at that and just kind of dominated the fight. I'm sorry, dudes.
And burn the
okay.
spell slot before you reach the king. Okay.
Yes, the point is to be powerless when I reach the king so I can talk to them.
Ah, true. Okay. All right. Well, do you proceed down the tunnel?
Yeah, let's go.
Perfect. There's another split up ahead, one left, one up, and one down.
As we're approaching this tunnel, I wanna Meerkat's gonna stick a finger to the wall, and because you mentioned it was being slimy, and just kind of try to get a little swab, I'm not quite sure what this slime is, and try to figure out what this slime on the wall is.
Lick it. Lick it. I'm kidding. Don't lick it.
Wait. So as you touch it to your tongue, in that brief moment in between, I cast Purify Food and... No, Detect Poison and Disease sounds like a good one. I'm going to detect poison and disease as Meerkat is lifting it to their tongue.
Okay.
I guess I could look up the exact wording of Detect Poison and Disease, but I imagine that it is...
Is there a roll for it?
let me look it up.
I hope it's not poison or disease.
Okay. You can sense the presence and locations of poisons, poisonous creatures, and diseases within 30 feet of you. You can also identify the type of poison, poisonous creature, or disease in each case. So I just want to know if that is. And it is one action. So...
Sure. You can tell that the slime on the wall is indeed poisonous.
That's poison.
Rot and decay. If you were to ingest large quantities of it, you would start to take gradual necrotic damage.
Oof. Why is that down here?
Yeah, can I roll an insight check to see if I know where that slime may have originated from?
Sure.
All right, let's see what we get. Oh, 21 with a natural 20.
Oh, okay. In hindsight, I was like, this is probably more of a nature check, but whatever. You rolled perfectly. You remember that subterranean areas that are often exposed to rotting flesh will absolutely start to grow this sort of toxic slime on the walls.
I share that information with the group and say, something is fishy here, guys. This is gross.
It does indeed smell very fishy.
I wonder if the Rat King is a necromancer.
Maybe.
Necromancing rat. I don't know.
So a
The
mild
fairies
addendum.
did tell you.
A mild addendum for the person playing a warlock for the first time. The ritual version of a spell takes 10 minutes longer to cast than normal. So
It does.
I might have not stopped you from eating poison if you want to have eaten it.
Well, it depends on whether you cast it as a ritual or using a spell slot.
I have to cast it using a ritual because of my Book of Ancient Secrets. So I cast that action spell as a ritual. So Meerkat, if you want to wait 10 minutes, I can do it. Or if you want to just swallow poison, you can. Sorry for interrupting there, trying to save you.
No, yeah, so I licked it. I licked a little, just a little bit though. But I'm happy to wait the 10 minutes to see if it's poison, but I already licked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you take a little bit of necrotic damage. It was just a small amount. You take 1 damage for 3 turns.
All right, that sounds right. Yeah, it didn't feel good. My guess, poison.
You know, if you want to eat this, I support you in your culinary decisions. If you give me 10 more minutes, I will purify food and drink so you can snack on this all you want. Do you want me to do that?
No, honestly, it tasted more like if you dip butterscotch in salt water and then just kind of left it near some pickles that were brining. It does not taste very good.
How do you know what that tastes like?
You've been around. It's more of an amalgamation of flavors, you see. It's less of a precise presumption and more, I've been around butterscotch, I have accidentally ingested seawater, and as we all have, we've been around the brining of a pickle. So together, amalgamating those 3 flavor profiles together, I can make an approximation of this wall slime.
Yes, I did have your spinach earlier today with that salt water on it. I know what you're talking about. And my accent is failing.
Beautiful. Well, let's continue downward and don't eat the wall slime.
Straight down. All right.
That's really good advice.
You do hear another skittering going on up ahead.
Ooh, can I try to kill these guys?
Sure.
Be my guest.
Well, I mean, last time, Yu-Tung really did all the fun, so...
Well, here, how about hold on, just a moment. I could definitely try to help and give you good credence along the way. Here we go. And Tuna's gonna, from my shoulder, give a little tip of the cap, and I'm gonna give you bardic inspiration, which is a D8.
Ooh, sexy.
And resistance. And I'm going to just casually drink this healing potion.
All right, so I'm gonna sneak along the corridor.
All right. Is this still against my roll? Has to beat 13.
Well, I am rolling a 19.
Oh, I rolled a 15. You sneak.
All right, what do I see in the hall here?
You see another 3 rats, and they seem a little bit larger than the last bunch. Also carrying a box in their teeth.
Okay, let's fireball these dudes.
Okay.
We've got
Go
spells.
ahead.
Let's use them. All right, fireball. I assume you're going to want me to cast on, or to go on the table.
Yes.
The wild magic table. Do I roll damage before or after?
Before.
Okay, so my 8d6.
And is it a dex throw? Dex save?
Yes, so that was 27.
27 damage.
Nice.
Yep, for anyone who does not make, they take 27 damage.
What's the DC?
My spell save DC is on a different screen. Okay, 14.
14. One of them passes, two of them fail. So we're down to... and half of 27 is...
13.
13?
13.
Okay. All right, perfect. They are all still standing. They do, of course, turn... And how far away from you are from your party are you?
I mean, you tell me. I snuck down the hall. How far did I sneak?
We'll stick with 100 feet.
All right, so 100 feet, and then I ride back, or I guess let's say I snuck on Rollo. I'll ride back 40 feet so that I'm slightly further away from the rats.
Okay. They do have a move. And how far away from the rats were you when you fired?
I moved up to, let's say, what's the furthest point that I could see the rats. So I moved
probably
up
about 30 feet.
Okay, so now I am
So you're
70 feet away from the
them.
rats. Yep.
Okay. And 60 feet from your party members.
Correct.
All right. So they are going to dash and get right up next to you. All three of
Okay.
them. But they will not be able to attack this turn.
Oh, I forgot to do the wild magic. Hold on. I forgot about that. Excuse me here.
The saddest part about this is that if you explode, you kill your capybara mount.
Nacho!
All right, 28, and a 28 is for the next minute. All your spells with a casting time of 1 action, have a casting time of 1 bonus action. Oh wow, I'm rolling good today.
That's so cool.
Action economy, go. That means I can actually cast another spell as a bonus action this turn as a cantrip. Will you allow me to do that, DM?
Not this turn because you already went through your action phase, but next turn, yes.
Okay.
That's pretty cool. These
And
rats
then
are going down.
The rats. Well, actually, wait. Weren't the rats surprised? So wouldn't they not get an action this turn?
Even after you hit them?
Well, they were surprised when I hit them.
So surprise rounds happen before the initiative round. It's an extra round for the person who did the surprise. If you get a sneak along a tunnel and then you've got people who aren't paying attention to you, you get a whole round in before they can react.
Yeah, I think now we would roll initiative, and if the rats beat Rollo, then they would get to attack first.
All right, go ahead and
Exactly.
roll your initiative, Rollo.
Okay.
And we all should.
Oh, coming in at a 9.
Okay, the rats all beat you.
13. So yeah, that does mean that they moved. And so Rollo moved. That was a surprise round. And then
Yep.
what did the rats have?
The rats had a 12, a 14, and a 17.
Oh, you should have all the enemies move on the same initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Well, 12 was the first one I rolled.
okay, so 12 for the rats. How much for Rollo?
9.
9.
9 for Rollo. I had 13. And then Meerkat?
Meerkat also got a 12.
Okay. So that means that Meerkat and I and the rats all moved before Rollo did. So Rollo did a surprise round, moved backwards. And then next in the initiative is me. Technically, I just chill. And then, because I don't know what's going on up there. I know they're sneaking and fighting and stuff, and he'll come back to us if he needs help. Then the rats moved, and then Meerkat, now you get to go, and then Rollo. So, DM, do you want to write that initiative order down?
Yeah, I've got that it is...
Yu-Tung, rats / Meerkat, and then whoever has the highest modifier there. Meerkat, what's your dexterity modifier?
Oh, it's a fat 2.
Oh,
Okay,
this is
what's
also a
the-
2.
Oh,
Okay,
roll
well then,
off.
yeah. Roll
Roll a
again.
d20.
Roll a d20.
9.
Meerkat, fighting an odd he doesn't even know to fight, rolls a natural 20.
Oh,
Nice.
okay.
All right, so it is Yu-Tung, Meerkat, rats, Rollo. So,
Okay, perfect. So, Yu-Tung, what are you doing?
well, the rats just went, which implies that I did nothing. And also implies Meerkat did nothing. And now it's Rollo.
Okay. So I will cast Magic Missile. How bad do the rats look at this point?
2 of them look quite bad.
All right, so I will cast Magic Missile at 2nd level. Okay. And I will run. And then I do that as a bonus action. So that's one of the darts goes to one of the bad looking rats for 3 damage. The next dart goes to the same rat for 3 more damage. Then I'll do...
that rat dropped after the first one.
Oh, okay. So then the next rat takes 7 damage because I did 2 to him.
Okay.
And I will try to finish him off with the last one for another 3.
Okay. So 2 of the rats are dead. 1 of them is still standing.
Okay, with my... That was a bonus action spell because of my wild magic baloney. So
Yep.
I'm going to use Firebolt and cast that at the main rat. So let's see. Does a 17 hit?
Is this against the AC?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. That is 2d10 fire damage for 6 fire damage to the rat.
All right. It's still standing.
All right. And that is my... I will move my movement 40 movement away.
Okay.
So I'm now 20 feet from my buddies.
Did you exit the melee range of the rat?
Oh, that's right. No, I can't do that because I will take a hack.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah. I'll take it.
You'll take the 1 attack?
Yep. Free attack.
All right, free attack. It's a +5, 1d8 +3. 8, 23 to hit.
23 hits.
And we got 7 damage.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Yu-Tung.
How far away is Rollo and the rats?
Rollo is 20 feet from you. The rat is now 60 feet from you.
Can I see it?
You cannot see the rat around the bend.
Okay.
You can only see 30 feet in these tunnels, unless you're in a cavern.
I mean, Rollo, do you want me to kill that rat for you?
I would be much obliged if you would murder that rat for me. Thank you. Thank you so much. Graceful cow lady.
You're welcome. And I will move my 30 feet of movement. Do I round the bend and see the rat?
Yes, you do.
And
Wait,
then I will
so you move?
I moved, and then I attacked. I don't know.
Because you're a cow, you moved.
I know.
I wasn't sure if
Okay.
she got that.
I wasn't sure when you said attack. I was like,
Well, so I was like, I don't know any other cow puns. Yeah, I just don't. All right. Maybe I'll make a list of cow puns. for
utterly
next
Yeah, it's
sad
normally
that you
cow
don't know
pies.
any cow
Oh
puns.
my gosh.
How could you?
How could you? Yes, how could you?
Well, now I know. If I can't think of any puns, my party will pick up the slack. That was a above a 20 and then a non-natural 20 to hit.
What are you firing?
Eldritch Blast. I have a ranged
Gotcha.
spell attack, 2 beams, 1d10 plus charisma
Okay.
each. So first I do 6 damage, and then I do 9 damage.
That rat is toast.
Nice. And I imagine that my Eldritch Blast looks like a curl of black and fire energy because I get it from a demon from hell.
It does.
Yeah.
You're leaving a lot of charred bodies in your wake.
This is fun. I like being a warlock. I just go hit the thing. It's the fighter of the spellcasters, isn't it?
Kinda.
Yes. Except instead of a greatsword, you have Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
It's like all day or a day.
All day or day. All right.
All right, cool. So those rats are dead. There's another box laying on the ground.
Can I just, I know this is weird, but, I'm a chef, and I've never tried enlarged rat meat before, so can I just, cut the filet mignon off of this rat? Or, I don't know, the turkey leg?
Sure.
I've taken apart cows. I know where to get the filet mignon off a cow. It's the part parallel to the spine, you know? But, do rats have a filet mignon?
All
Muscle.
or all vertebrates do, actually.
Whoa. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to try a rat, try a filet mignon of a rat, right? So I'm going to take the filet. I'm going to put it in my bag That's gross. That's in my purse. I'm going to wrap it in the letter of introduction from your guild that all people who take the guild merchant background get and never use ever. And I'm going to say, this is butcher's paper. And like, wrap it up.
Okay.
So, do you normally eat big meals? Because I would consider you more of a grazer.
Yu-Tung's an omnivore.
But grazing, because you're a cow.
I know. I don't have any cow puns.
Oh, you're killing me.
I'm sorry, I'm not actually funny. I just organize stuff. You guys are the show, and I'm just here to play D&D with fun people. It's
well,
true.
I hope you don't tan my hide if you get irritated with my puns.
I don't think she will. She looks thoroughly cowed.
She looks utterly disbelieved.
So this is why I bring you guys in to play D&D.
But she's never steered us wrong before, so she's pretty cool.
I'm getting tired of all this bull that we're throwing around.
I mean, we are milking this for all it's worth.
Well, get a hoof on.
Yeah, let's grab this by the horns and get out of this adventure.
All right. Sounds like a plan.
All right. Do you open the next box?
Oh, I let my friends do that because I am preparing my butcher paper wrapped rat filet mignon.
Okay. Who wants to open this one?
All right, well, I will go ahead and open it, as last time Rollo did the honors for me, I believe. So this time I will go ahead and open the box.
Please, open away.
So let me just take the lid off and... Oh!
You see a pair of winged boots.
Ooh. Well, I don't wear shoes, so if anyone else would want these, I'm assuming they fly. I have not done any cursory investigation into them nonetheless, but...
Oh, there's a card inside.
Oh, there's a card! Oh, let me take a look here. Let me just take it.
It just describes what flying boots do. Uncommon level item requires attunement.
Oh.
Can you put them on Tuna?
Well, here's the problem.
Can we put them on Rollo on Nacho?
On Nacho? Yes!
I think so, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Can we take a short rest and attune?
Does it? Oh, does he take a short rest to attune?
Is it short or long? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
It's short in 5e. Don't quote me, but I think it is.
I would let you wear them regardless.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
Well, while we have this moment of respite, I hope everyone knows that, as fun as these spell slots we're all expending are, I've got several of mine, and almost none of them are combat-based. So, if you're hoping for some secret weapon at the end that I might be able to unleash, you are not in luck. I'm mostly cosmetic.
It's okay. Yeah. So I looked it up. A short rest will attune. So the question is, how many boots are there? Is this a capybara wearing 2 front boots? 2 back boots?
Well, there are only 2, but I believe it will still work on a bipedal creature.
What, on a quadruped, though?
Yes.
Okay.
So how are the 2 boots allocated?
They're both on the front because he's fancy. No, on his back because he would eat with his front paws, so his back paws are more like his feet. Yeah, so definitely on the back. Sorry about that. Yeah, we'll put them on the back. Good idea,
nice.
Nacho. And how long am I allowed to fly? Am I just allowed to fly at all times on a flying capybara?
I believe it is 4 hours per day, and they'll gain an hour of fly time. They'll gain an hour of fly time if you don't fly with them for 12 hours.
Okay. All right. So I will use it sparingly. We're not just going to hover all over the place, Nacho. Okay, buddy?
Yeah. Yeah, but 4 hours per day is still quite a bit.
Oh, yeah.
And it's in 1 minute increments, so virtually unlimited fly time.
Fantastic. Same speed?
The fly speed is same as your walk speed.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
And these are all by the book items, so you can always look up the stuff.
That would have really helped with that ledge earlier.
It would have. So with the magic frosting you guys got, you could have built a ramp.
Oh, yeah.
Well, who needs a ramp when you have the ramp in your heart of the adventure ahead of you.
I'm saving the frosting for the Rat King, because I don't know what's going to happen there, so...
That's true. Maybe he'll be hungry.
So how many of the boxes have we opened at this point?
You opened 2 before ever coming down here, and now you've opened 2 more, so there's only 1 left.
Okay. All right. Let's look. Is there another passageway that leads down from this area?
Yes, there is another one that leads down.
All right, let's go down.
All right.
Do you want to, as a team, fireball the next group of rats?
Double fireball?
Yes.
All right. So you proceed down. You see another, like a side room with a door, and then the path also continues down.
Ooh, a side room with a door?
Mm-hmm.
Rats wouldn't have built that, you would assume, right? Should we check this out, guys?
Why, sure.
I suppose so. Maybe that's where they keep the children's skeletons of the remains of the children of the summer fairies.
Remains to be seen.
Oh.
Oh, gross.
So there's a door. There's a doorknob on it. Someone want to try it?
Well, I suppose me being the one who has not done anything remotely for the last 2 chambers, I will open up this door.
Yeah, this is your turn.
All right, go.
All right, yes, this is what I will contribute here.
That was a pun, you guys, because you turned the door handle.
Aww.
Yes, the jester of our group speaks up!
You attempt to open the door, but it is locked.
All right, my friends, this door is locked. There is no hope going forward. Let's see if we can see anything beneath the door. And I want to lean down onto the ground and kind of like peek through the little hole. Is there like a little hole between the ground and the bottom of the door?
Yeah, there's a little hole.
What can I see beneath?
Not much. It's dark under there.
It's very dark. I can't see much.
Is the door made of wood? Could I fire bolt it?
You could.
Okay. What if we fire bolt it? What do you think?
You certainly can. What's the radius of that?
Oh, I was asking my party. It's a point spell.
That sounds perfectly fine to me. Just let me know how far I have to back up.
You shouldn't have to. It should just make the door light on fire because it's just like a ray that comes out of the tip of my finger. So let's do that.
Meerkat backs up 20 feet.
What is the AC, I guess, of the door?
Actually, I just looked up that inanimate objects do have ACs based on how hard they are to damage. The AC for wood is 15.
Oh, I only rolled an 11, so I didn't hit the door.
Is it a cantrip for you?
It is.
You can keep rolling that puppy then.
Again!
I shoot it again, and I get a 3, and then I shoot it again, and I get a 24!
How much damage do you deal?
Let's see. I'm going to do 2d10 damage and deal 5.
What's cool about Firebolt is that non-worn objects ignite.
It's true. You can set the door on fire.
All right, the door is ablaze.
All right. It is slowly reducing its hit points. It has 18 of them. If you wait for a minute, it'll just burn away.
Yes. Excellent.
Okay, you do so, and the door starts to crumble to ash.
All right.
Well, that was quite a nice fire.
Let's go inside. Let's check. I use prestidigitation to blow out all of the flames so that I don't burn my Tootsies or Nacho's Tootsies when we walk over that.
Your Tootsies are safe.
Excellent.
Yeah, those are new boots.
Yeah, and we sidestep the dust so he doesn't get them dirty, for sure.
Yes, we must not have any new boot goofing over here.
No, it's prime importance.
I bow and make way for our friend Meerkat to go first, or before me at least.
Yes, Meerkat steps over the ashen remains of the door and steps confidently into the darkened room and says, "If there are any remains of children to be seen, please make yourself known."
There are no children in this room. Instead, there are more stores of food. There is another pile of apples. There's a pile of some grapes in one section, and again the standard barrels and whatnot.
Are they red grapes or green grapes?
They're blue grapes.
Well, that's interesting. Is there anything, if I do an insight check, can I learn more about these grapes?
You can do an investigation check.
All right, I will do an investigation check. And I will roll a 2.
A 2?
Are they grapes? Am I sure that they're grapes?
Describe how you investigate them.
I walk over to the grapes and I get like close to them, but I don't touch them, and I sniff at them and I look, I bring the light over and I use the light to like try to see them, and I try to put the light behind them to see if I can see like through them to see if they're seedless or not.
They are seedless, and you do see through them. They are blue, and they smell like cotton candy.
Oh, I have a really bad feeling about this, guys.
What did you find?
So these grapes smell like cotton candy, and so bear with me here.
All right.
Count Cotton Candy was upstairs, and then we were like lured down here, and there are those the fairies have those creepy big mouths that you guys didn't notice, and now these smell like cotton candy. I wonder if the cotton candy is related to the Count, and if maybe the fairies are maybe they're a match set. I don't know, but I'm freaked out.
Like maybe the rats are the network the Count was referring to for their program. Maybe this is where the executive producers stay when they propagate their non-scripted reality TV shows.
Are you sure they're not scripted?
Well, it's non-scripted as the quantifier. Whether or not they are scripted or not, it's a whole deal within the industry.
Yeah. I wanted to get on the real world, but they said I was too small.
Well, the easiest way to get onto one reality show is to audition for another and just let your tape circulate. Several people who try to audition for shows such as The Amazing Race first start out by auditioning for Survivor and then having their tape cross paths onto the other casting team.
Oh, is that true?
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, the unscripted casting world is very small, so like tapes get bounced between different projects until they find the right contestants.
Oh, is that how they're finding all these terrible bachelors? All right.
That shows its own racket.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now, what's a nice way of saying, I don't care about these grapes?
To eat one.
Well, the last time I ate something down here, it was poisonous.
Okay.
Once bitten, twice shy.
But he's like lifting the grapes and said, but I'm happy to do it.
I do declare, please give me 10 minutes and I will be able to tell you if that is poisonous. Can I please do that, DM?
Yes.
All right, well, I will wait.
Okay. 10 minutes later.
It is not poisonous.
I'll try one with you. So, like, I pick one up and I hold it out to you and I say, these are not poisonous and I will try one with you. A cotton candy grape. How interesting.
All right, bottoms up. Drops it down whole.
They taste like cotton candy.
Mmm.
As you move some grapes, something blue falls out of the pile and shatters on the floor.
Oops.
You broke the grapes.
I broke the grape.
Oh no, I hope this wasn't the decrepit and deteriorated bones of the children of the summer fairies.
No, it was a glass vial with a blue liquid in it.
Oh, it's not poisonous, so I quickly lick the blue liquid on the ground.
You don't feel any noticeable difference.
Do we see anything happening to them?
No, nothing that you could see.
Mlem, mlem, mlem.
Are there any other vials amidst the grapes?
You search through the grapes and you find 4 more such vials.
Can I do an Arcana check to figure out what they are?
Yes, you may.
I roll a natural 20.
Ah, you know that these are potions of climbing.
Oh, hey guys, these are potions of climbing. I know that.
Oh,
I'm helping.
Does that mean that I'm now really good at climbing for a small amount of time?
You are. You can climb straight up walls just like your normal walk speed.
Oh, dude, I try that out. I walk over to one of these slime-covered walls, and I just, like, scale it.
You just walk right up. Your feet stick right to it.
Oh, dang.
Spider cow does whatever a spider cow does.
I write in the ceiling in the slime with my index finger. Yu-Tung was here with a Z.
The slime drips down. Some of it gets on the apples.
Oh, sorry, guys. I come back down.
Gross.
I purify food and drink. It's fine. I just take it off.
Are you purifying these apples?
I'm that was a joke. I'm just taking the slime off them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
They look plenty pure to me.
Okay.
Do you wipe the slime off of those apples?
Yeah?
You know what you're going to find, right?
I'm very concerned.
Really?
It's an apple, right?
What has been the trend? We definitely hide potions in fruit. That's how this works. You find 3 more health potions.
Oh. Cool. Okay. How many health potions did I find?
3.
I hand a health potion to each of you, and I say, bottoms up. And I drink mine because I was damaged. And now I'm not.
Ugh, mine still has some slime on it. Ugh. Well, I vote we continue downwards, and maybe when we reach the lair of the Spider King, maybe this climbing potion could be helpful. You could cause an assault from above as we come in. Although I know our plan is to speak with them, but I do feel it would be to our advantage to take this unseen opportunity that we've been presented to have a sneak advantage against our foes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Shall we gallivant onwards, my friends?
Onwards! And you hear another skittering further down the path.
Meerkat, I feel like you haven't had a chance to kill some rats.
All right.
I should say that in character voice, whatever. Pretend I did. Keep going. All right.
All right. Well, you are correct. I will do that confidently at that. And Meerkat's gonna look back at the group as if saying unless anyone else wants this, and there's no, I get and I will go, my friends.
Do you want some help? Do you want some help, Meerkat?
No,
Methinks he doth protest too much.
I think I'm protesting the right amount.
Yeah, you're sending the bard into battle. This is great.
Yeah. And Meerkat's gonna sneak forward until they can see these rats.
I'm gonna, without telling Meerkat I'm following him, I'm gonna do a stealth check and follow so I'm close enough to save Meerkat's life if this goes down bad. But I'm definitely not gonna interfere if Meerkat's doing well. I just if Meerkat's at 1 hit point and needs some help. So, okay, but with my stealth of 9.
All right, up ahead, you see 4 rats carrying a box.
Okay, Meerkat. Okay, you don't want to kill these rats necessarily because they look pretty buff. But we do need to continue downwards to get the monocle. Is there any way we can negotiate with these rats? You do have a +10 to persuasion. What to do? Hey, rats!
They
Meerkat's
are alerted to you. Roll initiative.
All right. 21.
21. Okay. 17 here. All right. Everybody else?
24.
14.
Rollo, then Meerkat next.
Mm-hmm.
And then the rats. And then Yu-Tung.
Oh my gosh. I just realized my name sounds like Yu-Tung, and I've been licking everything this episode. I'm not the comedian here. All right, keep going.
All right, so Rollo, you're up first.
I move forward as much as I can so I can see the situation, and I ready a firebolt cantrip.
Gotcha.
And I will cast that if I feel that Meerkat is in mortal peril.
All right. Meerkat, you're up.
Hail, my rat friends! Surely you haven't heard the story of the spooky ghost that lives in these tunnels here. And,
Are you using an ability for this?
yeah, Meerkat's gonna cast a second level enthrall spell, which they have to roll a wisdom saving throw against a DC 15 check. If they fail, or sorry, if they fail the save, they have disadvantage on perception checks made to perceive any creature other than the caster until the spell ends. So basically, I'm trying to capture their attention with a song, allowing Rollo and Yu-Tung to sneak by.
Do they need to understand the song?
I don't. That's a real good question that the wording of this spell does not specify. I would imagine that they would have to not necessarily understand the words, but have an intelligence of above, I believe it's 4, to understand common.
They have an intelligence of 3.
Okay, then I don't think this will work. I'm happy to cast it because that's what Meerkat would do, but I don't
want to
think
hear
it's...
it.
Okay, what is the song then? Let's see. Okay.
Anyway, here's Wonderwall.
Yeah. Down in this spooky cave, we've got a ghost that loves to play. And though he plays a lot, we know he doesn't have to stay here. Because this ghost loves taking things from other people. Something rats seem to have in common with us both. So if you return these little boxes to our heroes, then we can both go on with our merry way. Please return the boxes.
Woo! Yay!
And he's doing that like the entire time, kind of like trailing along the side of the cave, trying to distract them. I would say that Meerkat is taking a look at them, and if it is not processing and the like weaving of his magic is not interfering with their cognitive like failures, I think he is looking out to see whether or not they are cognitively being affected by this spell.
They are not.
Yeah, so I think after that he's like, it's not working! And then I'm going to burn that second level spell slot.
Next up are the rats, and you are within 30 feet of them, so... Ooh, there's 4 of them that you're about to get hit with.
All right. You know what bards are famous for? They're high AC.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh,
And there
yeah.
are tons of hit points, too.
Oh, no.
Okay.
If your soul starts to leave your body, I'll call my friend. I say friend without an R.
So 4 rats run up to you, and each one gets 2 hits, and we're just going to go down the list here.
Cool.
12.
Miss.
14.
Hit.
10.
Miss.
20.
Hit.
24.
Hit.
Again, 24.
Hit.
16.
Hit.
And 18.
Hit.
Okay,
So we have 6 total hits.
6 hits. And then 3 of them are going to be a D6. 3 of them are going to be a D8. Their damage is a +3. So 3d6 plus 3 is... That one is going to deal 12 damage.
All right.
Oh, wait, actually, no, that's plus 3 threes, so that's 18 damage, sorry.
All right.
And then 19 damage from the other ones.
Cool. Well, Meerkat is down.
Oh no. Oh
So
no.
since he is in mortal peril, I guess my spell goes off then, and I firebolt one of the rats.
Okay, to hit?
Let's see, to hit, that is a 20, dirty 20.
It hits.
And that was 9 damage.
Okay.
You've got friends. Don't worry. You'll be okay, Meerkat.
I'm dead.
All right, so that was Rollo's... Or wait, was that Rollo's turn? Or was that the prepared action?
That was the readied action, so yeah.
Okay.
That was outside of my turn.
It is Yu-Tung's turn.
My friend! Your song was wonderful. You can't hear this. You're unconscious. Okay, so out of an effort to try to save my friend's life, I'm going to cast Witch Bolt as a 3rd level spell, which means I get 3 D12s. It says 1d12 per spell slot above the first per turn. So it's a continued, like, I'm going to do 3d12 per turn because of Witch Bolt. So
For how many turns?
Until I die from rats.
Okay.
Okay. Is there a rat that looks like, I don't know, like it's eating my friend?
They're all swarming him.
Oh, great. Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to focus all these attacks on one of them until it dies, because I'm just going to try to like decrease the damage being dealt to them. So that is an 8 to hit, a 25 to hit, and a 22 to hit.
2 of them hit.
Okay. So that's 3 damage. Really? 2 damage and 9 damage. So that's 11 damage total because the first 2 didn't hit. Or the first one didn't hit.
Okay. One of the rats is looking quite injured.
Man, that is so not as good as my Eldritch Blast. But I guess the point is that next turn, then I can Eldritch Blast and Witch Bolt. Because it keeps going. So that's good. Okay. Sorry, Meerkat. That turn wasn't so great. You might die. Bye. Oh, and I would like to run forward 30 feet. And I hopefully can like throw myself across Meerkat's body and take blows for him if I was 30 feet away. I don't know if I was 30 feet away or not.
I'll allow it, yes.
Okay. So my screaming seems suddenly way too loud for the 0 feet proximity that I am. And I'm like, Meerkat, I'll protect you, I say from next to your ear. He's making a face. You look very dead.
He's very dead. Rollo, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to fly on Nacho up above the rats.
You are in a 6-foot tall tunnel.
Oh,
Or
it's
7-foot
only
tall
6
tunnel.
scale feet too, right? So okay, then never mind.
Everything here is going to be scaled. This is an
Okay.
Alice in Wonderland type thing.
Okay. I guess I will use 2 sorcery points to twin spell firebolt at 2 of the rats.
Do you want to target the injured one or the non-injured ones?
I will target the injured one twice.
Okay, go ahead and do your first one.
All right. First one is a natural 20 for a 26.
Definitely dead.
Okay, and the second one is a 9.
Misses.
Yes, I figured that was true.
Okay.
Kill off some sorcery points.
Anything else this turn?
That is it right now.
Meerkat, make a death saving throw.
All right.
But I'm going to feed you a potion the next time I can.
I got a 10, so I just barely make it.
Whew.
Wait, I believe. Is a 10 on the... Wait, yeah. Is a 10 a success or not on a death saving throw?
The person who runs this group says yes, so I'm going to say yes.
Beautiful. That's my preferred option.
I'm pretty sure. I can look it up if you guys want me to.
No, I think it's a success, actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like the rules of the board game Munchkin. It's just, whoever owns the game can just decide on any ambiguous rules.
The exact quote from the book is, "If the roll is 10 or higher, you succeed." Player's Handbook, page 197.
Beautiful. Well, that's my turn.
Yep, it is the rat's turn. And the only living person here within their reach is Yu-Tung. So, Yu-Tung, I think you're going to take the brunt of the rat's attacks this time.
Rollo, prepare for 2 corpses.
Yeah, this worked a lot better when you were blasting from afar.
Yeah. Don't send the bard into combat. Noted.
All right, 14.
My AC is 13, so if you have 13,
Okay.
you hit me. But I was thankfully at full hit points again, so.
All right, 5 of the 6 will hit you. So we'll say 3 of these. There's 6 plus 9, and then 7 plus 9.
How much damage did I get hit for?
6 plus 9 plus 7 plus 9.
31.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we'll go with that.
I dropped from 45 to 14 hit points.
Ooh, buddy. It is Rollo's... Or wait, no, those rats. It is your turn, Yu-Tung.
Cool, I'm going to Eldritch Blast it for a 10 to hit, and
Nope.
then for a natural 1. It's going super great over here.
Sorry.
I'm going to die next turn. Well, it was nice knowing you, Yu-Tung, and all of the listeners can feel assured that they will not have to hear this accent again.
Howdy, y'all.
Goodbye, y'all.
Adios, amigos.
Adios, amigos.
All right. Rollo's turn.
All right, so how many rats are left?
3. One of them is quite damaged.
3. One of them is quite damaged. And how close are they in close combat with Yu-Tung?
Yes, they are all gathered around her.
Oh, that sucks. Okay. Hear me out here. I think that Yu-Tung, don't hate me for this. I'm coming to save you in just a second. We have to deal with the rats first. I cast Fireball at them from a safe distance.
Okay.
Meerkat. Can I take the blow for Meerkat? Can I fire? Because, if you have a cloak over you that's protecting you from fire, then you don't take fire damage. So can I be the cloak over my friend who...
You don't go below 0, though, in 5e, right? So it shouldn't matter?
If I take more than my full health, then I will permanently die. And if I get any damage while dead, it will count as a failed death saving throw. But I don't have any, so I'm
Can I be a fire cloak, DM? Because I'm purposefully prone over Meerkat covering them. And I'm bigger than Meerkat, right? How tall are you, Meerkat? How tall am I?
I'm 5'7".
I'm 5'5".
Let's say you can shield half damage by laying over him.
Thank you. That's something.
Okay,
All right.
so
I tried Meerkat.
32, and the dex saving throw will be 14.
Can I roll it?
You should be able to save, yeah.
Duck and cover?
And it's 14.
If you make it.
2 of them make it, 1 of them does not.
No, it's 16 if you make it, excuse me. Because I rolled a 32.
That's fine. I got 2 17s and a 1.
I take 32 damage and I drop from 14 to negative 18.
1 of them takes full damage, which kills it entirely. 1 of them takes half. You said it was 32?
Yes.
That will kill the injured one, and we still have 1 rat up.
Okay, do I need to roll on the wild magic table for this?
Yes, I think you do.
Yes, okay.
Rollo?
So, yes,
Rollo?
yes.
This is a very bad time for you to turn into a syrup bottle or an armadillo.
Agreed. 32. What is 32? It is drum roll, you are transported to the astral plane until the end of your next turn, at which time you return to the space you previously occupied or the nearest unoccupied space. That is also good? Yeah, that's good. That's
At
good.
the end of your next turn, that means that the rat is going to have 2 turns to just eat my face off. I'm going to need plastic surgery.
Oh, you are transported to the end of your next turn? Dang. That is
You
bad.
turned into a syrup bottle, Rollo.
No, I didn't. I just dematerialized. Sorry.
All right. It is Meerkat's turn.
I was hoping the rats would die and I could come in and dump the healing potions I have in your mouths. But now I'm on the astral plane, so I'm sorry about that, guys.
Well, I rolled an 18 on my death save, so I have 2 successes, 1 failure.
Good. All right, Rat's turn. The rat is going to limp down the hallway.
I feel like you're chickening out of killing my character.
It's a rat. It's not evil.
It's okay.
It's not here to kill you. It does take the box with it. Yu-Tung?
I apologize to Sitara and all the listeners for not knowing that death saving throws, like if you're making death saving throws and someone hits you, it's only 1 fail, because she totally would have lived. My bad. All right. So
Drama.
I got a 9, so that's 1 fail.
Wah, wah.
Okay. It is Rollo's turn. He is in the astral plane. He will pop back in at the end of it. Meerkat's turn.
All right, 1 last death saving throw, and this one's for the money. Another fail, so we are at 2 successes, 2 failures with this death saving throw. So,
Oh my god, this is high stakes.
so watch out.
Next up is Yu-Tung's.
Oh, okay. That's a pass. 1 fail, 1 succeed.
All right, and Rollo, your turn.
All right, so I guess I return at the end of my last turn. I returned to the material plane, and I rush over and quickly pour healing potions down the throat of my 2 disabled comrades.
They regain health.
All right, so you guys get 2d4 plus 2 health back. And I'm sorry about burning you guys. I thought it would go better than it did.
Oh, God, that was unpleasant. Oh, it's so nice to be back, though. With 9 health, nonetheless.
Uh-huh. You can still hear a skittering up ahead. If you feel like killing that rat.
Well, what do you say? Should we just go kill it?
I want to kill the rat.
It sounds like we're all in tip-top shape.
Well, I don't think you should go kill it.
It did just let us live.
No, it has the box, and I want the box at this point. He's tried to kill you guys. He almost killed Meerkat. That rat is rat mate. And I bound down the hallway on Nacho. As soon as I see the rat, I'm going to firebolt him.
Okay. Rolled it to hit.
16.
It hits. Do you deal at least 10 damage?
I only deal 6 damage.
Ooh, it has 4 left.
But I have Bardic Inspiration. Can I use my... Is that something I can use Bardic Inspiration for?
You can.
Ooh.
All right, then I will roll
Add a
a D8 to that. And I get 6. So yes, I do 12 damage to him.
You have an inspiringly bright fire blast from your fingers there that incinerates that rat, and it drops the box as it shudders its last shudder.
All right,
I feel kind of bad. It just spared my life, and well, I guess I'm in the other room. I was like, oh boy, that was a quite a headache. And then I don't see you.
Yeah, I also feel bad, but it's mostly the death.
Was dying not fun?
Quite the contrary. It was the absence of fun.
Oh gosh.
There was no fun. It was mostly just being the death.
Yeah, I was just unconscious, man. Oh man. Whew, my head hurts.
All right, I opened the box up.
It contains a immovable rod.
That sounds hot.
Up to your left, you also see another one of those doors to the side.
Okay. Hey guys, how you feeling?
Ow.
Fractionally not great.
There's another room up here, and the last time it was a storeroom that had health potions in it. So I think we should go in again and see if there's any weird fruit bottles in there. Should I burn the door down again?
Well, let's... Yeah, what we might as well.
Yeah, I'm going to burn the door down. Dirty 20, and that is 8 damage for the door, and it lights on fire.
Sure. After a while, it crumbles to ash.
Cool.
All right.
As this is happening, I'm drinking the health potion I was given earlier.
Yeah, after the beginning, I didn't think you guys would need the health potion so much.
No, I didn't either. But now happily at 18 health.
Yeah. Inside this storeroom, there is again a crate of apples. There are also several beds.
Oh, we should have opened the door instead of burning it down, because then we could have, closed it behind us.
Oh, and taking a rest here, yeah.
You could still risk it.
Well, okay, let's see. We have 3 health potions left between the 3 of us. I could use a good handful. I imagine you could probably use a good handful of health right now.
Yes, and I could also use my I don't know how to in character say that I'm gonna use my hit dice. I think there's something about short resting and using your hit dice to get HP back. So if we short rested here, we could, right?
That is true, and as a poor player of the Warlockian arts, you would also regain any expended energy use that may use to be cast spells as well.
Do I? For short rest?
Warlocks regain spell slots on a short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, how many?
All of them.
Oh no.
Same as you would during a long rest.
That's why you have fewer of them.
Yeah.
Oh.
Warlocks are a funny bunch.
Thank you for knowing that, because I did not know that. And then it says, a character can spend 1 or more hit dice at the end of a short rest up to the character's maximum number of hit dice, which is equal to the character's level.
Yep. Also, don't you have Song of Rest?
I do, so we could also use Song of Rest during I believe it can be used during a short rest and not just a long rest, where you could regain an extra 1d6 hit points.
That's pretty cool. All right. Let's take a brief break. Let's take a brief break, y'all.
Yeah, Meerkat passes out. All right, I'm just gonna just real quick regain some of my health. Let's try one. Everyone, you've got 1d6 of a. He sings a song of healing, and it is actually Wonderwall.
You proceed after your rest and have regained your hit points down the final tunnel, and you hear big scritchy scratchy sounds.
All right, and then just for everybody's knowledge, I'm at 37 out of 45 hit points, which is not that bad. I apparently have all the fireballs. Okay, so Rollo, do you want to go in and fireball the big king?
Well, I was thinking, what if we walked on the ceiling, kind of crawled along the ceiling? Would the rats be able to reach us if they stood up?
They would not. That would be a great way to talk to them. Let me and I'm going to catch Witch Bolt. Wait, no, I need to burn these spell slots because I don't want to have the Rat King take over my mind and have me attack you guys with 2 fireballs in my disposal. So I look over there and I point my finger and I cast 2 fireballs off in the distance, away from us.
Okay.
I'm like, okay, sorry, I had to get those out of my system.
Well, wait just a moment. Yeah, let's see, because while I might not be a combat-oriented person, I do have some abilities that may come in handy in a tete-a-tete, a one-on-one, as you may. As we aren't supposed to speak to them, but I know that there was some hesitation in trusting these summer fairies in the first place. Is there a chance, perhaps, that the Rat King may not be as dastardly as we had once assumed?
I agree. It is worth it to talk to him, but we should make the most useless person talk to him. That way, if they do get compelled to fight the others, it won't do as much harm.
Why don't we have, Tuna talk to him?
So, when Meerkat died, Tuna disanimated and cannot be reanimated until after a long rest. So Tuna's out for the count, unfortunately.
Oh, that stinks. Poor Tuna.
I can still use Mage Hand and mimic Tuna, but Mage Hand only lasts a minute.
Oh, that sucks.
But Tuna was given life once I turned to level 6 in the College of Creation.
Poor Tuna.
Rest in peace.
Okay, so yes, I'll do it. So let's all walk on the ceiling, and I'll talk to the Rat King, and you guys can just like cover your ears, and then if I start attacking you, I'll be weaker. You can take me down, or just push me off the ceiling.
All right.
Well, are we sure that maybe I shouldn't be the one to be doing this, as I have almost no combat-based spells whatsoever? And that maybe the two people who have the big boomy things? Because I could also try... I've got several spells that if I go close to them, within touching range, I could probably, at least get something good for us. And I would be more than happy to, put myself in harm's way in order to allow you to get a precarious advantage of Yu-Tung and you, Rollo, to get some kind of discreet hiding away for it. It just feels as though I would be more comfortable with you two at the ready, whereas me at a distance can do only so much.
That's a great idea. I'm going to leave this rat filet mignon in the storage room, take another short rest, get back my 2 spell slots, and then we can walk on the ceiling and Meerkat can talk to him.
Yep.
Just in case they're nice, I don't want to be carrying rat filet mignon on me, so...
Oh, actually, may I have that rat filet mignon?
Absolutely. I hand you butcher paper filet mignon that happens to be from a rat.
Beautiful, thank you so much. Meerkat's gonna cast prestidigitation on it to try to give it the scent of mask the scent of rat on it, pretty much.
Yep.
And Meerkat's gonna kind of like walk into the main chamber and make himself known as, "Excuse me, Mr. Rat King! I come bearing an offering in your honor." And he's going to hold out the rat paper filet mignon.
Oh my gosh, you're going to feed it its servant. Oh, that's incredible. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh, and we're walking on the ceiling, of course.
It screeches and backs away from you.
Oh, I see this is maybe not the most welcome of surprises. And Meerkat is going to lower it slowly to the ground and put the filet mignon, rest it, and then put his hands up and slowly kind of walk towards the rat king. I mean you no harm whatsoever, we just came down to pay our honor. We got terribly lost from those vicious summer fairies who really meddled in the way of our business as we were just trying to live our lives. That's something I'm sure you can understand. How far am I from the Rat King?
You're about 30 feet from the Rat King right now. He has backed up against a door leading out of this chamber. And as you continue to draw closer, he roars at you.
All right. And are there any other beings in this room?
No.
Okay. All right, well, my Rat King, there's only so much I can do to you. I thought I came in here with more of a plan, but given that there's roaring happening right now, I'm not quite sure if you are going to be the most helpful body here, but how far is he from me?
30 feet.
30 feet. Okay. My movement is that. What I would like to do... This is a very bad idea. I would like to dash towards the Rat King in just enough range to get my hands on them, and I would like to cast a 3rd level bestow curse.
You cannot do that if you dash. However, you can normal movement and do that.
Yeah, normal. I guess dash colloquially, not mechanically.
Gotcha.
Towards the Rat King and cast Bestow Curse. And I would like to use the effect, while cursed, the target must make a wisdom saving throw at the start of each of its turn. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn doing nothing.
Before you do that, we are going to roll initiative because this thing is not just going to let you come up to it.
Beautiful.
It rolled a 9.
I got a 21.
Okay.
11.
Okay.
10.
All right. So, Meerkat, you're up. Go ahead and do your curse.
I'm going to run up to this rat and just kind of jump at it, like, very acrobatically and land on its fur. I'd like to, like, grab onto its fur and bestow the curse upon its body that manifests in the form of a swirling little ring of, almost like in a cartoon where they have little Tweety birds around their head, except it's just Tuna's face going, ha 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 ha. And, yes, they have to make a wisdom saving throw at the beginning of each of its turns, otherwise it wastes its action that turn doing nothing. And I am still just latched onto this rat fur. I will not be using my bonus action or any other...
What's the DC on that?
DC is going to be 15.
Gotcha. All right, and then Yu-Tung.
I'm a little confused about whether or not I'm supposed to be fireballing the rat. Like, I thought Meerkat was going to talk to it and then, like, signal. So I look at Meerkat and I'm like, I put my fists together and then I open my fingers and I'm like, fireball question mark?
I didn't think this through! I'm holding on to it now.
Maybe not this time. Okay, all right.
Maybe just an Eldritch Blast.
But, I mean, so it's just that it can't understand us, or what's going on exactly? Like, how did the talking fail? It just kind of, like, fled. Did you try saying hi to it?
It's a rat.
Yeah, but, like, I don't know. After that whole fairy thing, I kind of expected it to try to...
It doesn't speak common.
Okay.
It's a rat.
Well, why did the fairies warn us not to talk to it, then?
Who knows?
All right. I ready a fireball, and I wait for Meerkat's signal, which is going to be closed fist, open fingers.
Got it!
All right. Rollo, you're up.
All right, so I will cast Magic Missile at 3rd level.
Yep.
And do 5, and then 5 again, 5 again, 2, and 2. So 19.
What's the total?
19 damage. Yep.
Okay. All right, very good. It is the rat's turn. He is going to attack Meerkat. He is going to use his claw attack, which gets a +8. We're just going to use average hit damage here because that's easier.
If they beat a DC 15 wisdom save.
Oh, I already rolled that to 16.
Well, then I'm screwed.
He has 20 plus to hit. And like I said, that is 19 damage.
What?
Oh!
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Man, Meerkat, just disengage and run.
It is Meerkat's turn.
And then signal me.
All right, I'm just gonna real quickly see if there's anything I can do that might help here. Oh, actually, before I do that, I'm going to roll concentration for this spell to make sure it doesn't get knocked asunder. I got hit for 19 damage, which means I have to roll at least a 10, and if I get above it, it's a 10 on a charisma save. Is a constitution saving throw. I got a 17, so my spell stays for the time being.
Yeah. Woohoo.
Good concentrating, bud.
Yeah.
Gonna need it. I am going to let go of the rat and run away in the opposite direction, extending my hands outward. This is the signal! Clenching my fists and doing them. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to cast a mirror image at a 2nd level to create 2 other... Oh, yes?
You disengaged and you
don't
ran.
Disengage, then you're going to get
Oh,
attack.
they're going to take an opportunity attack. Yeah, that's a good point. Which means I wouldn't be able to cast an action. Which means I don't think I'll bother casting mirror image. I'm just going to disengage and run and do the signal.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right. It is Yu-Tung's turn.
And Yu-Tung, just to clarify, I believe last turn you readied the action to cast this once I give the signal.
Yeah.
Now that I
Yes.
give the signal, you can attack this and then use your turn for this round, correct?
That is correct.
Beautiful.
I'm going to, as a reaction, please make a dexterity saving throw, Rat King.
Dex is a -1. 10.
That fails, so you take 18 fire damage. And then for my turn, please roll a dexterity saving throw, Rat King.
8.
That fails, so you take 21 fire damage.
All right, he's looking quite injured. Rollo.
Boom! Boom!
Good shot!
Thanks.
The signal is working!
I think I will.
The Yu-Tung signal. Cow horns!
I will cast Magic Missile again, and this time I will do it at level 2 since I am out of level 3 slots. 5, 9, 14, 19 again.
It is down.
Nice! Good job, Rollo!
Team effort.
That was a much easier fight than the minions.
Well, no, there were 2 fireballs expended upon this thing.
Yeah. It collapses. And again, behind it, you see the door leading out of here.
Okay.
Well, before we continue, does anyone see a golden monocle around here? Do you guys see any of the other boxes? I don't see one in here.
Maybe it's beyond that door, but before we get there, I believe I have a lightly braised filet mignon to sample.
Oh my.
Ooh.
I mean, I did cook it, right?
It tastes a little gamey, but it's edible.
It's pretty cool. A lion-sized rat. Like, heck yeah, I'm going to try that.
Oh no, this one is elephant-sized.
Oh, no. The filet mignon that was on the butcher paper got cooked
Yes.
by the fireballs.
Gotcha.
Would anyone like some rare steak?
Well, that sounds mighty delicious to me, and I will absolutely take part.
I mean, if you guys have never purchased a whole filet mignon from your butcher shop, I got one time and had a filet mignon party, and everyone got a filet, and it was a pretty good time. It's like a 2 or 3 foot long tube of meat, basically, and then you cut it into steaks.
Or if you were me, you would just eat the whole tube.
Oh, you can't. It's like it's like a Subway foot long. Okay, all right.
I think
DM's telling me to
you
be quiet.
do not. I think you
On
underestimate
constraints.
the amount of steak I can eat. But yes, okay, let's go.
You open the door. Behind it, on the floor, you do see a small gold and crystal disc. But you also see 8 tiny rat pups. They're just newborn, sniveling around. They can't really move or do anything. Their eyes are still closed.
Yikes!
I put on the monocle.
You take the monocle. Do you do anything with the rat babies?
I put the monocle on and I look at the rat babies and I see if they're truly rat babies.
They are truly rat babies. Everything within the rat territory stays exactly as it was.
I look at one of the fruit potions that we have.
They're regular potions.
Okay.
Well, I propose, because we've certainly killed their parents, that we spill a potion upon the ground for them to lap up, in hopes that it helps lessen the blow that their life is about to take as we have irreparably changed their futures.
Either that or Yu-Tung wants to try rat veal.
Oh,
Is that a no on the rat veal then? Okay, so moving on.
They're so small and wet, I don't think that would be very appetizing whatsoever.
yeah.
All right. So you guys just gonna leave them here?
No, that's also killing them, right? Like, don't we have to weed them? Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I mean, aren't there other rats? I feel
Aren't
like
they
we
just
can't have
real-
killed all the rats.
Oh,
can
that's
risk it.
true.
Who knows?
This is a
Yu-Tung,
Warren.
why don't you spill your potion upon the ground so that they may lap at it in our absence, and we continue forward to go back to the cow to give them our golden monocle back to them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any potions left, but I'm cool with leaving them because I don't know. I don't know what else to do.
Okay. So you proceed back up the way that you came through the tunnels.
Goodbye, rat infants!
I mean, they are rats. They're not like white rhinos or something, so...
Sure.
Yeah, they're like normal rats. We're just really small.
Yes.
Rollo, are you still wearing that monocle?
Oh, yeah. I feel fancy.
As you are leaving, you notice that you can still see, when you get into the fairy territories, you can still see the outlines of ferns and trees and vines. But you also see that underneath those are an illusion. And underneath them, you see mangled corpses and piles of skulls and rotting slime.
Hey guys, I have some interesting news to share with you. It might be easier if you just...
We have to go up to the surface and talk to the summer fairies first.
We should, but like, just I want you to take a look through the monocle real quick because it's really cool. Check it out, and you tell me what you think if we should keep going. But I want it back because I feel fancy. Okay.
All right. Meerkat's gonna take a peek through. Gross.
Gross. Yeah.
Yep. If Yu-Tung's allowed to look through the monocle as well, that's what she says.
Yes. And should we just leave? Or I can't fireball these fairies, so what do you think?
I don't think they're fairies.
Yeah, no, I was air quoting fairies there.
Who is the sneakiest of us?
I can go in. Oh no, I can't go invisible, can I? Because
I have a proposition that didn't work so well the first time. But it seems to me, given everything we've learned about the fairies' mouth sizes and whatever these corpses are doing, that these fairies are bad news. Now, if we were able to slide past the fairies fairies, quote unquote, that we have met already, that would be advantageous. However, there is a large cliff to get us over. What if I tried to enthrall the fairies with a nice song, as they seem perfectly willing to hear it, and not sure if this is all right with you, I can borrow the boots from you, and we can make our way up, and I can continue playing our song as you scale up that cliff a mere 10 feet, so that we can sneak past them without them ever being the wiser.
There's a way out where we don't even have to visit the fairies again, by the way, just to clarify. Like, isn't there?
Mm-hmm. This is a warren. You can go any direction.
Yeah, Meerkat, you don't have to go past the fairies to get out if you don't want to.
Oh, in that case, let's not even touch them.
yeah, I say we just leave.
Really? No one wants to peek a glance at what they are? Because I just want to glance. I just want to see.
You
know?
could also, on your way out, just happen to look over the ledge, and you could probably spy on them without them seeing you.
That's what I'm suggesting. Whoever's the stealthiest amongst us could just, like, look at them and then not say anything and then, like, sneak out.
I am pretty stealthy, and I think I can cast invisibility on myself, so I would have advantage on stealth checks, right?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah, just tell us what they are. Yeah.
I will cast invisibility on myself, and I will sneak quietly up to that area. And
Can we short rest before we do this? Because then I'll have 2 fireballs.
Yes.
Okay.
We have unlimited time down in these warrens.
All right, I rolled a 6 and a 12 on my advantaged stealth roll.
That's fine. You're up on a cliff. They're not looking at you.
All right, I look at them through the monocle. What do I see?
You see that these are not fairies. The larger one that we saw before, who seems to be the leader, is actually a Medusa. Blue skin, scales, snakes for hair, and the smaller ones are all Nagas. They are in a room with a table with a map of the warrens, with X's marked across them. You overhear their conversation as they say, "I'm sure those fools have cleaned out all of the rats by now. We've been trying to take their territory for years, and we've finally gotten a boon. We just have to kill the adventurers on their way out. Ready a guard.
Hey, let's get out before the guard is readied.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Let's leave.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was not there. I I know you just probably found something up. I don't want to know. It seems too much.
Yes, I creep back and I tell them, so we've got a Gorgon and some Nagas, so we, I think, should leave. That's my call. If you guys want to stay, that's cool, but I'm going to bounce.
No. Let's go.
Yeah, let's get out. And then we leave.
All right. You go back towards that central cavern, and you've all taken the climbing potion, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. You can climb right up out of that place.
Cool.
You're still 6 inches tall, but you're on the beach now.
When we're out of the beach, I use the rest of the scroll to return us to our normal sizes.
And the filet mignon.
It burns up and you become normal size.
I add a half an inch to myself.
The filet mignon is also scaled up.
Oh, God. It's a giant filet
You
mignon.
can do that. It's fine.
It's a giant filet mignon now? That's great.
The Count appears and says, "Whoa, you're back. Thank you. I see you have my monocle."
Hey, how sold are you on needing this? Because I feel fancy, and I really was hoping to make it part of my thing.
Well, like I said, it's not mine. It is borrowed, and someone very powerful would be very unhappy if I did not return it.
Unhappy with you or unhappy with me?
Well, both.
Fine, I give him the monocle back.
But I've got 3,000 gold here for you for its return.
Oh, all right, here you go.
Happily hands it over.
Buy my own monocle.
He wanders away.
All right, now, hello, Counts, please come back for just a moment. Now, before you go, I do not remember her name, but the second place winner, the Jenny Ann, Jameen Anna, what was her, Jenny Ann?
That was Jenny Ann, yes.
Jenny Ann, I have her scarf. I think this was her second place prize, and I do not know where to find her. Did she leave in this whole nonsense, or did she go with the kids? I don't seem to see the kids anywhere.
You've been gone for 10 hours.
Yes, I know. We had several short rests.
You're still here.
Well, I was waiting for this. Clearly, I have a tent over here. I wasn't going to leave. No, Jenny Ann is gone. I suppose you could always hold on to this until you find her at some point.
All right. I suppose I'll have to hold on to this until I find Jenny Ann.
Join us next week on...
That will be my next quest.
Yes, the quest for Jenny Ann. Join us next week.
Yes. And that concludes our adventure. Oh, joining us this time were Rollo.
Thanks, everybody.
Meerkat.
Salutations.
And Yu-Tung.
Good night, y'all.
Join us next time at the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild.
Looking to get away this Wednesday? Why not head to the cityscape of a high magic post-apocalyptic future in your mind? Come to beautiful Presidium City. If the ruling class of questionable mages don't draw your eye, maybe our group of wacky adventurers will. Join our band of wisecracking wildcards as they explore the limits of their imagination. Check out our podcast, Dice Chronicles, where we tell the best story we can while playing Dungeons and Dragons. Find us every Wednesday, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Novel. This is your host, Caleb Linville. Put simply, Novel explores interesting and complex ideas through fictional stories. This first season, When the Mountains Called, explores questions like, is there an afterlife? How do the living confront death? How do we confront the ineffable? Does love exist beyond death? Is life something we build? Or does life build us? Join us on this expedition of art and insight.
The following is a brief bit of the Pedro and Banana podcast.
Do you know what really freaks me out about the mask, yeah? Everyone's wearing a mask, right? CCTV everywhere, yeah? You would think this is a fantastic opportunity for bank robbers. Nobody's robbed a bank.
Yeah,
Nobody's
I know.
robbed any banks.
I've thought
What's been
exactly
going on?
the same thing.
I thought banks would be getting dropped left, right and centre.
Just any kind of crime like that where CCTV is necessary.
Where you wear everyone's got a mask on, so you can't really identify me. No, it wasn't me. It was him with the mask. That's not me. That bloke's got a mask on. I don't wear a mask.
Yeah. Put a hood on, put your mask on, done.
That don't even look like
Covered.
my shotgun. My shotgun's green. That one's black. I always had this Ferrari.
That was the Pedro and Banana podcast. Find them wherever you find podcasts.